call it?
I'm sales director.
Sales director. I got it. Let me tilt your mic down a little bit. There you go. And Carol, how long have you been in the industry?
Over 40 years.
Is her mic on? My headset must be down. Over what?
Over 40
Yeah, there you go.
years.
40 years.
Good morning, Ray.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good to see you again.
You too.
And I met Teagan at a NARI meeting. We talk a lot about NARI here, the National Association of the Remodeling Industry of Greater Charlotte. And we'll talk a little bit more about him today. Uh, about a Put Tools in Schools event that we went to last week and participated in. And I'm going to talk, I might even talk a lot about it because there's a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But primarily today's show is going to be about floor coverings. It's been a while since we've had a good floor covering show. And Teagan, thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having us. Ray.
How long have you been? Well, let me start with you, and then I'll go back to Carol. Carol's been on the program before, not that everybody remembers her now this, and we'll talk to her as well. But where are you from?
I'm originally from upstate New York.
How long you been south?
I've been down here for about 9 years now.
9.
Yep.
Now I ask everybody this because I'm rude, and I just want. How old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
You're 36.
Yes,
Whoop,
I am.
whoop.
Well, I tell you, I ask that because I want people and other women and other people in the industry to know how old you are and your background. Because my purpose for being on show is not only to spread information and, just good stuff about what we confront every day in our lives, but your career pathways, how'd you get here, and all that, because we're not pushing the trades in our schools.
That's very true.
Frankly, we don't do it in our culture.
Mm.
All you mothers out there want your kids educated to do what? I just had a bout with that this week, and I'm a little wired up. And I'm going to share this. I got a call from a lady. Matter of fact, you know who it is. Carol, you know who it is.
Okay. Who is it?
She worked with Harkey,
Okay.
and her name is Takarsik. Remember that name?
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah. See, I knew you'd know.
Yeah,
Her son.
Jamie.
Her son, Tucker.
Yeah. She reached out and asked for your info.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
She did.
send her.
Because she's
yeah.
got a son. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell this
Mhm.
story right out of the gate here. She's got a son. She called me, and apparently people referred her to me as far as her son goes. Here's a 17-year-old boy that has literally clocked out mentally of school because of whatever reason. And he had his reasons, be it his GPA or his grade point average wasn't high enough, so he got kicked off a sport team, and it just blew him out of the water. And he went into, he says, "Screw this, I'm not doing it anymore." But, I'm not saying that's what he said. It's just that's what Mom said, kind of.
Mm.
So here he is. He definitely doesn't want to go to college, which truly I understand because nor did I. I was so happy to get out of high school, I couldn't see straight. I mean, I celebrated for at least 3 hours before I went to work that day.
Okay.
And I hadn't quit going to work since. And it's been a great life, a great career pathway, being in construction and being in the trades. But primarily for me, it was working with my hands, my mind, creating and serving. Although I didn't realize that until later in life. And it dawned on me after the Put Tools in Schools events, these kids are lost. They're absolutely lost, meaning they have no idea of what's available for them in life. They're brainwashed. They're scammed into college, and literally.
Mhm.
And I know this because I've been to 35 high schools now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Through this initiative. Since we started in 2018, we've been in 35 high schools. And the kids, the number one thing they're interested in is, what do you think? All right, here's the question I posed. Did it this week as well a few times because I don't get to address the students like I used to because I'm at a table talking to them, engaging them, because I need to do it because the industry don't show up and do it.
Okay.
Big problem. Industry must get involved. Bethany. You've met Bethany with Shower Doors of Charlotte.
Oh, yes.
She was at the event.
Yes.
She loved it. Oh,
Mhm.
she's awesome. She is absolutely awesome with the kids. But she found out firsthand, not one child, maybe one, knew how to figure square footage of a room.
Oh,
Okay.
That
And
that
these
to
are
me,
scary.
Juniors and seniors in high
oh,
school?
oh yeah, oh yeah. No, mostly seniors, juniors, and seniors attended this Put Tools in Schools career day. No, it wasn't a trades career day. It was just a career day that we were invited to. So
Wow.
4 companies, Charlotte, North Carolina, all the trades, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, concrete, masonry, drywall, painting. I can go on and on and on with the trades. 4 companies. Give me a break. Now, we send out 250 emails,
Mhm.
but see, here's what's wrong. The bean counters of these companies want a return on their investment of
Right.
time.
Right, they do.
I don't blame them, but
Mhm.
it ain't going to happen quickly. I mean, come on. This is a problem we all face in labor shortage, but yet if we don't step up and engage. Now, why do I say engage? Because these kids are talked down to every day in classrooms.
Mhm.
They sit in the classroom and listen to teachers and do academics all day,
Mhm.
and they've literally taken the creativity out of schools.
Mhm.
When are you your happiest? You too.
Doing your passion.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
But if you don't know what that is,
You can't do it.
you can't do it.
Right.
And they don't offer this any longer in school, at least what I'm used to in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's all I can speak of thoroughly. Although we've gone into Union County, Cabarrus County, now we're going into Anson County, hopefully. But if we go, the reason I'm at a table is because if we don't, somebody's got to engage these kids.
Right.
Got to.
Mhm.
And man, what's amazing is the females. Wow. Thursday, when these girls were all over it. You put a tool in their hand, and see, I'm trying to work with them with just 2 tools because I can't go any further because of safety issues. And everybody's, oh, they'll cut their finger off. They won't do it but once.
True.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be cruel or anything, but we've got to teach these kids. Give you another example. I'm doing a group of kids, not nonprofit with West Boulevard Ministries. And Bart Noonan's going to be on the show here coming up in next month or two. And we're going to talk about the kids. But here we've got a group of 15 to 20 kids that we work with. They're middle school. And I took a miter saw over there, power miter box the other night to cut birdhouses
Oh,
parts out
okay.
with. We did measuring. I started with a plan, teach them to read the plan and indicate on that plan the measurements. And there's the reason you need to read a tape measure, you know. And we measure the boards and then we go cut them, Well, Mr. The leader of the pack did not want the kids to touch the saw. Well, how in the world are we going to teach kids to one thing is to negate fear, because 90% of the kids that I see are fearful to do anything. Why? They're afraid of failing. Well, how in the world do you really learn if you don't fail?
Mhm.
Tell me
Right.
something. How do you learn? When you screw up a job, you learn, don't you?
Absolutely.
But you learn.
Mhm.
Absolutely. You do.
The only time we learn, and I say this a lot, I'm sorry, but it seems to not be in the common sense area. The only time human beings learn is when they apply.
Right.
Yes.
I can agree with that.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Apply.
in school, they don't apply. They read out of a book, take the test, but they don't apply it.
Mhm.
Why
Okay.
would you want to do that every day? Hence, kids are not happy.
Mhm.
You see them light up when you put a tool in their hand and
Mhm.
they cut 2 inches of a board and whoa, wow. They get excited.
Right.
Put
Yeah.
an impact driver in their hand that they call a drill. And there's another thing. What's this? They don't know. What's this? They don't know. What's this? They don't know.
Mhm.
They don't know. So why do we need to engage them? So they'll get an idea of what's available.
Right.
So if industry doesn't show up and engage them,
Mhm.
somebody's got to do it, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
And, it doesn't matter if you're a floor covering dealer, a masonry, electrical, plumbing, come and engage Precision Plumbing, for example. They had two engagements going on with sweating copper pipes, with
Okay.
heating
Yep.
it up and putting solder on it and all that, putting flux, sanding it. These kids Thursday were absolutely phenomenal, engaged, interested. Just, it was great. It was awesome. But the girls, they got a lot more. They just got a better attitude than the boys. They do. It's amazing. And what's amazing is and I'll go back to a kind of an event that I was participating in some 15 years back called If I Had a Hammer with CPCC's Institute of Construction Technology at the Harper campus. I was one of the instructors, and we built an 8x10 shed.
Oh,
We assembled it.
cool.
Oh, it was awesome. But there again, the girls, you couldn't get the screw gun out of their hand. They fought over it, So the bottom line is, and a lot of these girls realize, and I had one young female. Matter of fact, I did a video. She was on a Facebook post. I think she was anyway. If she wasn't, she will be. She came back 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Thursday.
Cool.
I said, "You're back." She said, "Yeah, I love this stuff."
Okay.
Oh,
She's accomplishing
that's
something.
amazing.
Well, no, you
Applying
can
and
see it. So
accomplishing.
I had 3 young men come back and want more information. And kids wanted my card, because they want.
Good.
This is what I'm just sharing.
Good.
It's fantastic, but it won't happen unless industry steps up.
And gets involved.
Yeah.
They get involved. Now, women, ladies, mothers, you make 80% of the educational decisions about colleges in the house. Why do kids go to college? Because mamas want to take care of their kids and educate them.
Knowledge is good, but using your hands.
What's
the
knowledge
knowledge
for if you don't apply it?
You need to apply it.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And if you don't know where you're applying it, then you don't know what's available, do you?
No.
These kids have no clue. This is the cold truth. This is hard. Now, I talk about this a lot. Thursday, I address probably between 100 and 200 kids, face-to-face, engage them, And that tells me I got to go to break.
Okay.
So I got to go to break, and I'm going to come back and finish talking about that.
Okay.
About what really happens at these events, career days. There's 2 people in the room, 3 people, colleges, military, and the trades. When you got 4 out of 30, that ain't a good show, is it?
Not at all.
That's industry. Show up. Let's make a difference in these kids' lives. We'll be right back, talk more about it.
Out more about the show? Go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Libretto's Pizzeria was established in 2004 in New York City. It's located in Charlotte on John J. Delaney Drive in the Ballantyne area. Serving up authentic New York pizzas and a full Italian menu. Come in casual, hang out, and relax. We offer dine-in, takeout. You can order delivery. We could also cater your special event. Libretto's has got you covered. I am Mike Libretto. We are also the home of Spinello's famous infused take and bake pizzas. Visit us online at librettospizzeria.com and spinellospizza.com or call us at 704-714-1442.
Whether you're building new or remodeling old, let ABS Insulating make it comfortable. ABS Insulating knows the business of comfort. Using the latest products and technology, ABS offers an array of solutions. using fiberglass and spray foam, and all installed by certified technicians. ABS Insulating has been saving energy dollars with great customer service for over 30 years. They're a leader in the industry. Call them today, 704-821-4343 or absinsulating.com.
Carolina Foundation Solutions is a family-owned and operated company and a licensed general contractor in North and South Carolina, providing foundation solutions from the mountains to the sandy shores of the coast. At Carolina Foundation Solutions, our objective is to help educate, offer guidance, and provide assistance. With over 200 years of combined experience, our family of experts are ready to help protect and repair your largest investments. If you have a problem, we have a solution. Call 877-883-4626 or online, carolinafoundationsolutions.com.
Owens Chimney Systems is known for all professional chimney services since 1989, including chimney cleaning, recommended annually, chimney evaluations and inspections, any and all chimney repairs and restorations, gas fireplace and gas fire log service, furnace cleaning, cleaning out one of the most overlooked appliances in the home. Get it done right the first time. That's Owens Chimney Systems at 704-554-9595. Or you can visit us online at owenschimneysystems.com.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All righty. Welcome back. You're listening to About Your House on Fox Sports Charlotte. Download the free app, stream us live, by far the best way to hear it. Or go to your browser, foxsportsradiocharlotte.com, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and soon more to come. Before the break there, I was talking about the career day that Put Tools in Schools was involved with Thursday.
Yeah.
And, I would ask every student and teacher that came in front of me, what's the most important tool on the table? And threw a tape measure on the pile.
Yeah. What'd they say?
Yeah.
Very few knew what the most important tool on the table was. It's typically the first tool you grab every day. What is it?
Coffee?
That's not a tool. That's a beverage. No, what do you think it is?
Tape measure?
You got it.
Absolutely.
Tape measure.
Yeah.
I've addressed between 100 and 200 students and teachers. Out of all the teachers, there was 3. And all the students, 2 students could read a tape measure.
Only
Oh,
2?
that's
Out of
2.
how many?
Over 100.
Wow.
And 3 teachers. The teachers did not know how to read the tape measure.
Oh, okay. Now we got a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'll be glad when everybody sees this problem. Now you talk to Bethany and ask her how many
I will.
of those
I know
kids,
Bethany.
how many of those kids can figure square footage?
I'll ask her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she'll tell you very few, if
Mhm.
any.
Mm,
Multiplication, that's third grade math.
right.
Yeah.
Now, how are we supposed, and these kids, the funny thing is, I would say, can you read a tape measure? A little. I says, no, you can't. There is no such thing as a little.
Right.
Either you can or you can't.
Right.
Right.
Let's see. And I'd make 2 and 3. I had a 2 3/4 inch wide board I used a lot. What's that say? 3. No, it ain't 3. What is it? 2.5. Now you're guessing. Can you read a tape measure? It's right there. It's right there. You know what this word is? Well, yeah, that, and they tell me what. I said, okay, this is just like a word. What's the measurement? Oh, no, you can't read a tape measure. And it's okay. It's not your fault.
They don't do fractions. They don't do.
No, Carol, they don't know fractions.
Oh, wow. We got a problem.
Yeah.
We got a problem.
Yeah.
I
Now,
didn't realize that.
And a lot of people might even say, why do I need to know that? You look at me.
Fractions? Maybe
Well,
you don't
see,
need to know
you
something
laugh,
else.
don't
but
you?
the
You laugh,
fraction-
don't you? It's like reading a clock.
Mm,
Most kids can't read a dial clock.
Yeah. I
Okay,
agree.
now I know y'all probably tired of hearing this, and that's why your kids run around don't know which direction to go in because they're not being taught. It's that simple. Common sense, gone. Critical thinking, oh my gosh, has it gone? Where has it gone? See, you can't critical think until you apply, can you?
Mhm.
Until we teach application, they won't learn how to
Yeah,
critical
because you
think.
can't
Yeah.
reason
It's called
it.
problem
Mhm.
resolution.
Mhm.
You work at it every day, don't you?
Mhm.
In floor coverings, don't you?
Absolutely.
Every day.
Every day.
In construction and the trades, every day. It's
Mhm.
part of what we do is critical thinking.
Mhm.
And people won't hire kids now because they're dumb as dirt and it's not their fault. And here I'm being very critical and I don't want to be. Like that gentleman last night. He called me up and he says, I want to go in the trade. He worked at Harkey. Tucker did.
Oh, yeah. Tucker did. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamie's son.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I says, what do you want to do? I'd love to learn how to weld and possibly get into another trade. I says, piece of
Mhm.
cake. Now, here's another factor we're not teaching our kids. And I don't know why this went away. We're teaching them, well, you could go to school in an apprenticeship. Well, in order for them to go and serve as an apprentice, they must know what the word means.
Well, they
don't
they
know
need to
what.
know how to read a tape measure before they
Thank
walk
you.
into an
Yes.
But
apprenticeship.
they don't even know what the apprenticeship word means.
Oh, okay, I get you. All
I've,
right.
I ask a lot of questions to these
Mhm.
kids. I go to these events to find out what they don't know,
Mhm.
not what they do know.
Okay. That's
what-
because they're being pushed in the direction of only college is the option.
Academics. Yeah.
Right.
Data. Money,
Mhm.
money, 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 money. College is a cash cow. The programs are a cash cow. It's all about money.
Mhm.
We're leaving our kids in the byway, okay? All over money. But y'all think it's education and a career. No. Until we step up and help these kids. Richard couldn't join in this. He went to school. He'll tell you the same thing, won't you, big guy? They didn't tell him anything.
There's not a lot of opportunities for the trades within school. I have 3 children, and it's not talked about very often. So
It's not talked about pretty much at all.
yeah, if
And
it's not
like
talked about
Tucker,
in the home,
like Tucker last night, I was talking to this young man. I says, well, all you got to do, and here's the bottom line. And I hope some parents listen. Work ethic, attitude, passion, and drive. Are you listening to your kids or teaching them about a work ethic, about how to show up? And I told Tucker, I said, all you need to do, son, is find a company, walk in the front door, talk to the dress like you want a job,
Mhm.
act like you're interested, shake somebody's hand the way you really mean it, and look them in the eye and say, I want to learn how to weld. You'll get a job that day.
Right.
yeah,
They have no clue about what I just said.
Well, it sounds like mom is on it with
Oh,
Tucker.
she is.
Mhm.
And I had a mother of a student here in studio sitting right in your chair
Mhm.
with 4 students right there. Every one of them went to Independence High School. And mother was really taken aback and hurt when her son came to her 2 years prior and says, Mom, I will not go to college. Oh, no.
Mm.
Breaks
Mm.
my heart, son. You don't want to go to college. See, we're talking about college. We're not talking about a career. Like
Mhm.
people say, I'm going to go to college. For what? And then the kids look at you and say, what do you mean?
Mhm.
What are you going to college for?
Right.
Well, I think I'm going to go into about, you think? You don't know? And see, what they're doing is pressing these kids to pick a career pathway. And these kids have no clue.
They don't know
Yeah.
who they are yet.
But they're told by the career development. And look, I'm not here. I just want people to step back and look at the big picture. It's broke.
Mhm.
And the kids are suffering. The kids aren't happy. I saw a bunch of happy kids Thursday.
Yeah.
I did,
Good.
you know. And even the fact that they realize they don't know how to read a tape measure, that's enlightenment right there, buddy.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
You mean I don't know how to read something important? No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it is important.
That's very
It is.
important.
It is.
So what are we going to do? We got events. PutToolsInSchools.org has an event calendar. And we're working on improving our whole format because it's absolutely essential that we help these kids and give them a greater direction. Not a better necessarily, just greater. More opportunities. PutToolsInSchools.org next Thursday, 2 weeks. I can pull up my calendar here. You know, I'll tell you, we're going to Northwest School of the Arts, which is on Beatties Ford Road. 2 days coming up. March 25th, March 26th. 2 days we have opportunity. We, being the trades, have opportunities to come and engage kids about opportunities. That's Northwest School of the Arts at Beatties Ford Road on 25th and 26th of March.
How do they get signed up, Ray?
Were you listening?
You-
Put tools in schools.
You go right on the website.
Yeah, right on the web. Appreciate you asking. I thank you so much. PutToolsInSchools.org. You can go on there as an industry, sign up. Now, and if it don't work right, call me. We'll fix it.
Okay.
Like I said, we're getting there. But sign up, and I'll send you an email back and get back to you. Okay. Now, moving down the line, and on April 9th, we're going to go down to Wadesboro, Anson County. Only 2 hours, 11 to 1, which is not enough, but I will take it. 2 hours, I can dig it. You know, but how many people are going to drive to Wadesboro industry to show up and engage these kids? I don't know. We're going to see. I'll be there. Precision Plumbing will probably be there. I'd say probably, more than likely. They're very involved. Marianne Konopnicki, she's awesome. She's on the board of directors, and Precision Plumbing's done incredible things with kids. So that's April 9th. And then on April 30th, we're at one of my favorite schools is Queens Grant Charter High School out on Idlewild Road. We've been there 4 times. Those kids are phenomenal. They just eat this stuff up. Now, a win, Women in Nary showed up at one of those events with decorating, and Mara did a great job putting. I don't know who did it, but at any rate, one of the ladies, and it was ladies, Women in Nary. That's Women in Nary. Yeah. And there again, women, y'all own it for the most part. But I wrote an email yesterday to a NAWIC lady and told her what the problem was. We'll see what happens. And, you know, as far as women in construction, you know, this is Women in Construction Month, I believe, or something like that. I know we had WIC Week, the first week of March, Women in Construction Week with NAWIC. Well, NAWIC, run by women. Nary, who runs that show?
Erin Dougherty.
She's
our
the president.
New president.
So who's the executive director?
Mara.
2 women.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
ABC, the Association of Building Contractors. Who runs that?
That one I don't know.
Women. Okay, who runs IEC?
I don't know that one either.
Women. Bethany. Bethany Lurch, I think's her name.
Okay.
And then who runs PHCC, Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Association? Women. Stephanie and Alexia, I think is her name. You know, they run it.
Okay.
Get the picture?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get
the picture?
Yeah.
Women. Okay, women. The kids need your help. Now, you got databases of companies, a lot of them. I don't want you to give me your database. I want you to take notice of Put Tools in Schools events and reach out to your industry constituents to show up and get in front of these kids. I personally realize it's a lot to do, to get your employees to go out there for gratis and engage kids. But we're not going to change this if we don't do it. And there's another factor here. Education has to open the doors to industry. Now, what's the problem with all this? What do you think it is?
Money?
You got it. You got it. It's all about the money.
Okay.
And as education's so top heavy on administrative that all of it's about academics, and educators are educated to educate. That's it. You can't take a teacher in history and let that teacher in history teach it electrical, can you?
That's true.
So how are we going to get instructors? Another problem. Instructors can make a lot. The trades you can make 6 figures in easy. Easy.
That's true.
That's very true.
You can't do that teaching
Mhm.
easy
That's true.
unless
True.
you've got a doctorate and you're on the top totem of the totem pole,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
So we need to find out who likes to work with their hands.
Yeah.
Right. So we need instructors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I will say this, thank you, CMS. We've got a new CTE director,
Oh.
and Cale Hallman and crew met with them 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and they assured us if we could provide instructors, they would figure out a way to make it happen.
Wow.
First time we've heard that.
That's amazing.
Where's industry?
Mm.
You know, we're doing all we can do to connect. Now, the main purpose, mission statement of Put Tools in Schools is to raise awareness.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Raise
That's what
awareness.
you're doing here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. That's all I've
Mhm.
ever done.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I did Thursday. It's what we did, not me.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't about me.
Right. You're just raising
I don't get a
awareness.
dime for doing what I do.
Right.
That's why I need money too. Not me, we. Why do we need money? We're going to develop a mobility program. A mobility program is a trailer with tools and projects on it that we can take to any community organization and to elementary schools and get parents involved in engaging the kids too, because
Mhm.
I told you West Boulevard Ministry the other night. I went to with the power miter saw to cut birdhouses out.
Mhm.
Okay. There's coaches, mentors in this group with men. There's 6 to 10 men that come and
Okay.
mentor the kids.
Okay. Kudos to them.
That's awesome.
4 of those men has never touched a power saw.
Oh.
Oh.
They're just as engaged, the coaches are, they're just as engaged as the kids.
Hmm.
Now, the purpose in me telling you that is this is a 3-generational problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got
Okay.
fathers out there that don't have a clue how to fix anything.
Mm.
Am I right,
Mhm.
You're
girls?
absolutely right.
You got a bunch of dumb men. Excuse me. Men need to be men. Well, we're not teaching them. Not that men have the corner on tools. No.
Mhm.
There's some electrician women out there that, man, kick butt.
Right. Right.
So, what do we need? Now, hey, we've got an issue. We don't have one. Our future has one. Have you tried to call a tradesman lately? If he calls you back, you're lucky.
Right. They're busy.
Yes.
Then if he, that's the number one thing I hear every week. I'm just so busy. I'm so
Mhm.
sick and tired of hearing it. Aren't we all? If you got a smartphone in your possession, you're too busy because you've got TMI, too much information. Right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ray, have you noticed a specific trade in particular that is really up and coming that you're noticing a lot of these students interested in, or?
Electrical is the first and foremost focus. For
Mm.
some reason, you hear more,
Okay.
and welding's coming up. Very,
Okay.
And once again, welding is a phenomenal career pathway because it's fun. You can weld aluminum, stainless steel, TIG welder, heliarc, just all kind of welding methodologies, and it's incredible. You can work in nuclear, you can work in infrastructure, you can work in manufacturing. You can pick and choose where you want to live, where you want to go, what you want to weld. You can do underwater welding, you can do bridge welding, you could be an iron worker, and you can make 6 figures in less than 2 years.
That's pretty
Yeah.
exciting. I mean,
How many
that's
kids know that?
they
No.
don't.
And women make better welders than men.
Why?
Yeah.
You're detailed.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
Women
Okay.
Yeah.
pay attention to detail more than men.
Mm-hmm.
Some, not all. I'm a very detail-oriented guy. So is your son.
Yeah.
That's why I picked up on what you told me.
Okay. Yeah.
See, details,
Mm-hmm.
but women are more attentive to details.
Mm-hmm.
So women make great welders and love it for the most part. See, here's the bottom line. We need to teach our kids how to find purpose, serve, right? Serve,
Yes,
and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
that's crucial.
And I'll cut this conversation off with this. You ask 30 kids, what's the number one thing we want in life? We all want the same thing. All of us want the same thing. What is it? What do you think they say? What's your answer? What do you think?
Well,
I would hope happiness, but I would
Thank you.
assume it's
You
money.
hit bingo.
Yeah.
right.
You win the prize, happiness. It's not what they say
No, they're looking at the money.
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Right.
So here we got seniors and almost being adults in high school, and what they know about life and happiness.
It's all
is
about making money.
Yeah.
Right.
We've done a lousy job teaching our kids about life. And there's the proof right there
Mm-hmm.
that money's the answer to everything.
Well, passion can bring you money.
That's true.
But that's not, passion can bring you happiness,
Right.
but it's not about money. If you chase money, and I'll ask the two of you, you're a mother.
Mm-hmm.
You a mother?
I'm a mother.
So I got two mothers right here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most important thing you want for your kids?
I want them to be happy.
Happiness. Absolutely.
Want them to enjoy what they're doing in life.
Yes. Adventures.
And if you don't listen to them and pay really close attention,
Mm-hmm.
you won't pick up on it.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to do that one day.
We all learn,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you
Right.
got to pay attention. My son came to me when he was 19. Said,
Mhm.
Mom wants me to go to college and play football. I says, what do you want to do? He said, I sure as heck don't want to go to college. I said, don't go. But Mom wants. You hear me? Mom wants.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are you going to live for, you or your mom? Who are you going to make happy, you or your mom? Now, you can do both,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
but you can't do it her way. You got to do it your way because
Right.
it's your life, not hers.
Yeah.
Right.
And I realized but my mother never asked me what I was going to do after I got out of high school. She knew already.
Mm.
She knew I was going to work because
Mhm.
I enjoyed working with my hands.
That's good. You
Yeah.
figured that out at a young age.
Well, I was lucky
Mm-hmm.
because my father was an electrician and he could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a role model. Going back to the fathers that mentored that West Boulevard
Mhm.
Ministries, they didn't know how.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Tucker, father, is in sales.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just pointing facts out. That's all I can do is just relate. This is not about me.
Right. We don't want to be critical. We want to change something.
But how can
Yeah.
you talk truth and not be critical? Somebody told me one day, Ray, you got to be more positive. How is anyone with intelligence, faith, confronting kids and seeing what's going on and not be critical? How can you do that? How?
Maybe the way we say it.
I've been working on it all my life. I can't say it right.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
It's
you can.
awesome
And you
that you have
do.
the
You have a
passion.
passion
Yeah.
that comes across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something else too. Here's another little sensitive thing. I was telling this young man, a young student, he was a senior. I said, we were doing an impact driver,
Mhm.
running screws in a tuba tent.
Yep.
Okay. Just simple little task. But I said, push down. You're not listening. Push down.
Mhm.
Push down. You don't have to yell at me. I'm not. I talk loud. I got a big mouth. And if you can't take that, you can't take the trades because that's the way you learn. See how we've coddled these kids?
Mhm.
They can't. It's drives me crazy. But we worked it out, me and that young man, because I don't want him to think I'm yelling at him. But then again, I said, hey, man, I got a big mouth. I talk loud. And
He probably got that.
And he did. He did. Pretty neat. All right. We're going to take a break here. We'll come back. Somebody's calling up. Maybe we'll talk to somebody. We'll see. Come back to see us. Come back to see us. Well, you can see us on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. But we're talking to Carol Gladieux, Teagan Statham. I said it right.
Yeah.
Teagan Statham, and we're going to talk floor coverings. But I had to have an update. Carol wanted an update on Put Tools in Schools, and frankly, after Thursday, I had to share it because it's good stuff. When you see kids light up like the old song there, that's a good song. Guess who? See, there you go. That works.
Yeah.
Good. Apropos. Anyway, we'll take a break here, and we'll come back on the other side with more about your house.
The show, go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
There's big news in the Carolinas. Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances is now Queen City Home Store. For over 70 years, we've been your trusted retailer for appliances, electronics, and more. Now, we're taking it to the next level with a new name, a fresh look, and more ways to serve you, offering the same outstanding service you've always counted on, while bringing you everything you need for your home. Queen City Home Store. Same great service, more possibilities. Visit us at queencityonline.com.
John DeLand here for Crowntown Cannabis. We at Crowntown Cannabis care about you and your health. All of our products, from edibles to topical creams, are all third-party tested for purity and quality. 4 locations, open 7 days a week to help you with any concerns you may have. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can call us at 704-412-7121 or online at crowntowncannabis.com.
The professionals at Kilo Exterminating Company have over 70 years of experience in pest control. Throughout the years, they always pride themselves on maintaining the highest standard of quality and customer service, with every technician being state certified. And moisture readings are standard with every inspection. Their top priority is ensuring your home is free from pests such as ants, mosquitoes, termites, and any other pests wreaking havoc on your home. That's Kilo Exterminating at 704-333-9855 or online, kilo.biz. That's 704-333-9855.
Hi, I'm Sam Attero of AteroMedia.com, and I love empowering my clients and partners to make the most out of today's latest digital media tools. We specialize in building production systems and podcast studios for small to mid-sized churches and local businesses here in Charlotte. Do you need new media production gear? Do you need help learning how to use it? You're in great hands with our family business, Attero Media of Charlotte. That's ETTARO Media.com.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Let's go to the phones right now and talk to our good friend and mentor, Uncle Red. What an intro. Hey, big guy, what's up?
How you doing this morning, Ray?
Better than I deserve. But wait till you hear my story about Monday night. But there's another one.
Well, I have thoroughly been enjoying everything. I turned it on, and I've thoroughly enjoyed what you said. And I think the ladies that are sitting there, and I wouldn't even take a shot at anybody's last name because you couldn't even pronounce it yourself when you came on the air.
Well,
I just wanted to interject a couple things and then finish off, and then I will enjoy the latter part of the show listening about floor covering, something that I really do not know anything about, because it's always fun to hear what's what's new in the world. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'll be quick with it, and I'll touch on some things that you touched on. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, I had older parents, and you can tell those ladies I'm a little bit older than Ray, but I was very fortunate. My sister, who's a little bit older than me, we laugh about it all the time because when she and I came along, my mother was the driving force, just like you say, in everything that happened. My father worked 47 years running locomotives for the Southern Railway. That's what he did. He worked all the time. Greatest guy in the world, but he worked. Great provider. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We
sir.
didn't live in the fanciest place in the world, but we had a solid foundation, which is unfortunately not what a lot of people have now. But anyway, my mother, whatever my mother wanted, she was guiding the ship the whole time. Now, fortunately for me, since I was 5 years younger than my sister, and they were older, I could get away with a little bit of craziness, along the way, because they just didn't watch me. They were more concerned about my sister, and we laugh about it. My sister took so many different musical instruments because my mother wanted her daughter to have everything that she never had, because she grew up in the country. She came to Charlotte when she was 18 years old, did a secretarial course, and went to work for General Motors. Lived in a boarding house over in 4th Ward. And half of what she made, it took to pay for her room and board. Wow. I mean, she made it on her own. She was a self-made person. But I just kind of got left behind, and it didn't really bother me, but we laugh about it now, because when I would sit at Queen's University, now it used to be Queen's College, I would sit in the car and listen to her try to learn how to play the piano. But nobody ever asked me if I wanted to play the piano. Nobody asked me if I ever wanted to do anything. I was just kind of dragging along, as a little kid, 5 years younger. But I got interested in automobiles, and I got interested in mechanical stuff, and I was very fortunate to go to work. I had some guys that worked for Grinnell Corporation, one of the biggest piping corporations and suppliers in the world.
Yep.
And they 2 or 3 guys lived in my neighborhood, and they said, if you will learn the piping business, it will never be easy, but they will never, ever figure a way to take people out of putting the pipe in place. In other words, you can't prefab and build. Everyone's tried it for 100 years to take the manpower out of it. You can eliminate some of it, but you cannot take it out of it.
And robots will never do it.
Robots can build components. Robots can build certain pieces. Fab shops can, if you want, you're talking about welding, because I've taught so many people how to weld, and that was one of my things. I learned very early, learn the piping business, get your paperwork in Charlotte so you can do big pipe jobs and run a big pipe job, because you have to have that in Mecklenburg County to do work in Charlotte. I did it at a very, very young age. I mean, the test took 7 hours. But people let you work then. People let you work. If you work for a company, now if you work for a union company, you had apprentice programs. When I worked for Grinnell doing fire protection, which I didn't particularly like because it was too repetitious. It's still too damn repetitious. It's like putting puzzles together. But I was exposed to it, and I realized I did it long enough, and it actually paid pretty good money. And I was an apprentice, but I wanted to move into something that was more broad banded. So I moved into the mechanical work, and I got lucky and worked for one of the biggest mechanical contractors, Southern Piping and Engineering. They're no longer in business. The mother shut it down after the father died. They'd been in business forever, and they bid anything they bid at that time, they got. I mean, Appalachian, any hospital in Charlotte, all of the schools that are, some of the buildings they're still using.
You got 4 minutes.
Okay, anyway, so everybody did all that. But somewhere along the line, listen to you, I figured it out. When I was in high school, I was in an agriculture class because I was in a county school. I went to East Mecklenburg. The agriculture teacher could not teach us how to weld. He was an older gentleman, nicest guy in the world, a guy named Lester Flatt. I told him one day, I said, Mr. Flatt, I can weld. I mean, I was 16 years old, and I was a pretty good welder. I said, you've got all this equipment back here. I will teach everybody in this class how to weld if you'll let us do it.
Ooh.
Well, he said, teach them.
Wow.
Because all those people that were in that class lived on farms, and you're forever repairing stuff on farms, and you're building gates and stuff like that. And I taught everybody in that class how to weld. It's the only damned award I ever got coming out of high school was he gave me an award on awards day for teaching everybody how to weld.
Wow.
That's the craziest thing in the
impressive.
world. And everybody appreciated it.
Mm-hmm.
But
now they won't let them weld.
Somewhere along the line, they quit teaching us. I took woodworking. I took drafting. When I went into the engineering business and when I was a project manager, I still had a drafting table in my office, and I would draw stuff just like I did in high school.
Yep.
And take it back to the AutoCAD people and pass it off. I mean, somewhere along the line, the education thing, they just gave up on all the trade stuff. And there's such a big void. I don't see how. You must think you're beating your head against the wall every week.
It hurts. It hurts.
No, I'm serious.
I know. I know you are, because I do beat my head against the wall. And some days I'll wake up and say, why am I doing this? Nobody gives a darn.
Yeah, I know, but you are making a difference. There is so much potential out there. There is so much potential. But I'm gonna try to shut this down. I know I ain't got about a minute left. Probably.
That's all you got.
But I went up to help my son, college graduate, great guy, family, big family. I went up to help him put up a fence, to lay out a fence. Now all this education involved. I had one of his oldest sons. He's like 14, helping me. We're pulling lines along the side of the house so the fence will be square and all. And I was doing 6, 8, 10 in the corner to set a corner,
right,
to turn a corner.
Right.
And the son being over, the son's extremely smart. He's 14 years old. And I did the dots, 6, dot on the strings, 8, dot on the strings. I said, we got to pull 10 in between the strings now. He said, we're making a 90-degree corner. And I thought, we sure are. And it does not lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
you got it.
The kids are smart, but if they're not exposed to it, and you know what happened? And I'm tickled. I went up there and gave him a day laying it out, and we got started drilling holes. They sent me a picture yesterday. They got 2/3 of the posts set in the concrete. Now, all somebody needs is somebody to show them how to do it right the first time. The people are smart. They're not stupid. There's nobody showing them how to do anything.
And thank you for that. That's exactly what's happening.
Fence building.
Yeah, it's not that everybody all of a sudden became ignorant. That's not the case.
Oh, I got to go.
It's just that nobody's showing. Okay, go on. I'll turn
I
it.
appreciate. I don't mean to cut you off, but you know how it goes, brother.
Oh, I know that. And tell the ladies I want to hear about the floor covering because I really don't know much about floor covering. I'm going to keep listening. I'll see you guys.
We'll talk soon. Okay.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Bye,
Take care.
Rad.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you.
And we're going to take a break here. Top of the hour break. We'll be back with more Floor Coverings International, Southeast. We'll be back.
Grab another cup of coffee and join us for hour number 2. Carol Gladieux and Teagan Statham of Floor Covering International talk more about the industry and how they got where they are today. About Your House is brought to you in part by Queen City Home Store, formerly known as Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances. Same great store, different name. Queen City Home Store is a family-owned appliance, mattress, electronics, and furniture store serving the Carolinas for over 70 years with locations in Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Salisbury, Morganton, and Monroe. They are the largest independent appliance retailer, constantly growing, and they're taking pride in the experience for their customers with a knowledgeable sales staff, product selection, and lowest price guarantee. About Your House is brought to you in part by PutToolsInSchools.org, connecting students to tools of the trades and raising awareness of the many career pathways. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some time with us. And now, here's your host, Ray Terry.
All right, welcome back to About Your House. I got Floor Coverings International in house in studio this morning. We will talk floor coverings, but I got to go to the phones right now and talk to Mr. Michael Sims.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
King Canna himself. How you doing, brother?
Oh, not bad, man. I'm out here in New Bern, North Carolina. A little foggy out here this morning, but it's a great day.
Well, you're on the coast. What do you expect?
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I got Mike Sims on here. He is one of the chief head administrators of Crown Town Cannabis, and I wanted him on the phone because of y'all are busting. Y'all are kicking it. Bring us up to date. How many stores you got opening up around?
We got about 17 stores right now in the pipeline to get open. We went through a lot of turmoil and a lot of uncertainty these last few years with the laws and things, but I really think we're getting it sorted out. We're trying to get a bill right now, Senate Bill 263. We're trying to get passed in North Carolina, and ultimately it'll protect us here in this industry and for the foreseeable future. But we're about to get that passed, and, we figured there's no time like the present, and we're about to open not only in North Carolina, but in Tennessee. We're also looking in Florida and all over. But yeah, man, we're growing rapidly. We've also started doing partnership stores where we have partners opening stores as well to help us grow even faster. But yeah, man, it's an incredible time in the industry. I think we're finally making, we're changing the tides, if you will. The community and the people are speaking, and these products are helping, and people are finding relief. And the time is now. It's a good time to be here.
Share with me, Mike, about the stores surrounding Charlotte. Heck, I can't even keep up. You got the new South End store. You got a store down in Belmont now. What other new stores you got in and around town?
Yeah, Belmont, South End. We got one coming in Salisbury. Be open April 2nd. We are opening one in Greensboro. We just signed a lease out in Cape Hatteras. We're going all the way out there.
Wow.
We got an incredible location out there. Yes, sir. Newport, Tennessee is one coming online. And then we'll probably be in Huntersville, Cornelius. We're getting through these leases.
What about Matthews, South Charlotte?
Yeah, we're still trying, man. We're 7 years in the game. We've been legal since 2018, but we're still having challenges finding leases and finding people that will lease to us. So if any of your listeners out there know of a great location they would like to see us, hit us up. We'd like to get out there. But yeah, it's still a challenge to try to find leases all these years later. With all of our success and our perfect record, it's still hard to lease to you. We had an incredible location. We're going to try a new concept in Gastonia, and we got all the way down to signing the paperwork, and the landlord backed out on us in the last minute. So we're still facing a lot of challenges in getting these leases shored up. But, as fast as we can find them, we're opening them.
That's awesome. Well, I'm happy for the success of the stores, and they certainly are beneficial to health and wellness. And that's my purpose in pushing and in recommending Crown Town Cannabis, because of your products and the ability to help people, people. So,
yes, sir.
And I appreciate
We had another big thing happening too. We merged with merged with a company out of Winston-Salem and a company called Celestial Wellness. We merged with them. They're a great company out of Winston-Salem. Not only is it a great company, they're a great manufacturer, and it was a great deal for us. But we merged with them. We now have a store in Winston-Salem as well called Celestial Wellness, and we're going to be opening stores with them. They also had a store in the Biltmore Village in Asheville, and with Hurricane Helene, it was 14 feet underwater.
Wow.
But it's actually the Foreman house that the Foreman stayed in as they built the Biltmore house. It was built in 1873. And the good news is it's repairable. So we're going to be repairing that one and getting that one back open in 8 weeks. And I'd love to have people up there in Asheville to come see us. But yeah, we're expanding and growing as fast as we can, and, spreading the word, man. So if anybody out there is interested in being a store owner, let us know. You can hit us up at info@crowntowncannabis.com. And yeah, we're doing it, man.
Well, I appreciate you taking your time. I know you're a busy man and giving us a call this morning, giving us an update. And
Yes,
we will have you on the program soon, as well as and another. Are all your stores carrying Spinello's pizza?
Yes, sir. We currently are. It's an incredible product. We get them out of Libretto's Pizza. They make them in house, fresh
Mike
to order.
Libretto and
Libretto.
staff. They're a sponsor now because of you guys, which is
I
great.
love it.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, they're a great company, man, and they really do things the right way. It's a frozen pizza, but it's made nice and fresh there in facility and immediately frozen. We've had great success with those. People love them. It's a great a great option for those out there looking for relief that aren't really wanting to try the standard products out there. It's an incredible product, and people love it.
Spinello's Pizza is a THC infused pizza.
Yes, sir.
So for you people,
80 milligrams per pizza. It's great to share with the family or take it all to yourself.
Right, and you can pick up the pizzas. They're frozen at all Crown Town Cannabis locations.
Yes, sir.
And you can go on Spinellos.com and also find other locations and other retailers for their pizza. So
yes, sir.
Just be aware.
Yeah, they're spreading fast. It's probably one of the quicker success stories I've seen in this industry. But when you do things the right way, it really does pay off. And we were the very first store in town, or really the very first store period that carries them. And we're seeing them spread all over, and we love it. We love seeing the growth, and we love working with a company that really cares about the quality of their products. So
Mike's a great guy. So is the whole staff.
The Mike thing.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yep.
Yeah, all you Mikeys out there doing it.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mike.
But thank you for taking the time to talk to us, man. Thanks for doing what you do and spreading the good word. And let's keep rocking, man. 25's gonna be a little better for us. The last few years have been challenging, but we're gonna turn this thing around, and we're gonna keep going.
All righty. Well, I thank you. Wish you luck, and I'll continue to support. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
Have a great weekend. Take care. And he's out. So that's Mike Sims with Crown Town Cannabis, and they're growing. All right. Let me get back on track and speak of one more thing, then we'll get off of the Put Tools in Schools agenda here. But there is a group of people that Michelle Luter heads up. Michelle Luter up in Apex, North Carolina. Michelle Luter is the head of Connect for Success NC. Just this past week, within the past 3 weeks, they've had a shed competition, built over 10. I don't know the number yet. Michelle's going to call in here in a week or so ahead here, because I don't want to bother her. She's very busy doing exactly what we're trying to do in Charlotte and surrounding counties. She's doing it. She's kicked butt up in Wake and surrounding counties. The past weeks they've had shed building competitions where they get high school students to build sheds. It's a competition. Each student has to have an OSHA 10 certification. They have to. They're sponsored by a construction company or a company to build these sheds. There's 6 students per team, and they have a competition. Phenomenal. That industry is a part of it. Not only industry, but the inspection department in Apex, North Carolina, comes to these events and helps these kids with the code aspect of it, which they're really involved now. And this past Thursday, I believe it was, I think I'm correct, they had a volt competition, which is electrical. So Connect for Success is doing absolutely phenomenal things up in Wake and surrounding counties. Why can't we do that in Charlotte? Why? Well, first of all, industry's got to step up and make it happen. Michelle's done a great job, and she wants to come to Charlotte to help Put Tools in Schools start this. And I'd love to have her, but she's doing such a great job in Wake County. Why should she, move on? She's doing a great job. I told her, I said, keep on doing what you're doing, and she's doing a great job. So my hat's off to her and her staff, her crew, and all the companies that support her throughout her ventures through Connect for Success NC. She's done a phenomenal job, and hopefully she'll continue to do so, because I interviewed many of the kids at these competitions. Goodness gracious. Total night and day difference between talking to those students and talking to Charlotte-Mecklenburg High School students. Unfortunately, that's not any reflection of the kids themselves. That's the system that's making the difference. And they're actively engaged, industries actively engaged with these programs and doing a tremendous job. So my hat's off to Michelle Luter and her staff and her just what she's doing some great things. See, Google Connect for Success NC, and you can see. And I'm making posts and sharing her posts because people need to wake up and become aware of this, what's missing in our educational systems. So, and another thing, rural high schools and rural surround communities are much more engaged in the trades than the big city kids, for obvious reasons.
Well, that's what I wondered, Ray, if we could kind of come up with a different route, educational route, which is what you just said. You said the rural schools are.
Right. Well, it's hard because we've got to have industry involved, such as the new, and I don't know his name right off the top of my head, that's heading up CTE in Charlotte-Mecklenburg.
Mm-hmm.
He said if we find instructors, he'll get them in the schools. Now, then again, you're thinking, well, how's an instructor going to become an instructor without a college degree in education? You can do it. They've got variances. They're in place. They're coming avail to where you can your history in your profession, the years you've been in it, they all get you by. Okay.
Okay.
So you don't have to have that college teaching degree.
Okay.
That's
or
huge.
whatever. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
So there are ways to do it. Now, you're not going to find young teachers. Matter of fact, young teachers with a family, how you make it on a teacher's salary? And there's a problem in itself. We've got to, it's so much crap in our education system that educators need to deal with because of data. But we're not going to plow into that. The point I'm trying to make is, regardless of what is, we need to change it to what will be, and that's where I'm headed. So anyway, but we're going to take a quick early break, and then we're going to get into floor coverings because I'm interested. Floor coverings changed so since LVP has hit the market. Luxury vinyl plank, the whole industry's changed. I think, but we'll confirm that when we come back. We'll talk to Teagan, Carol, Gladieux, Teagan, Statham, and we'll find out lowdown. I'm going to just call it from now on as Teagan and Carol, okay?
There you go. There you go.
And I didn't know Carol's been in this stuff 40 years. That's a long time.
Over 40
years. Wow.
I'm a youngster.
You ain't that old. I'm talking 40 years.
I know.
I know you're 40.
I know.
I get that.
Okay.
But 40 years is a long time because very few people been in their industry 40 years, relatively speaking.
Yeah. I had to go back and do the math last night. Really think about it.
How old were you when you started?
21. I don't want to give those kind of details because now we're going to really know.
Really know what? How old
A
you are?
woman's age. You don't want to go there.
Oh, sure I do. Oh, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with older women, believe me. Experience. Like I say, women got it going on. All right. We're going to take a break here. We'll come back on the other side with Floor Coverings International.
Out more about the show? Go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Mike Libretto here, owner of Libretto's Pizzeria and Spinello's Pizza. I opened my first pizzeria in New York City in 2004. Not long after that, I took my passion to Charlotte, North Carolina, serving up a taste of New York City with great pizzas and authentic Italian cuisine. Come in, relax, and enjoy Libretto's Pizzeria, located off Johnson Road in the Ballantyne area. Libretto's is also home of the famous Spinello's Pizza, a 10-inch infused frozen pizza, offered in both pepperoni and plain cheese. Visit SpinellosPizza.com for more information, to find a retailer near you, or just to order for pickup at the restaurant. Libretto's Pizzeria is open 7 days a week, a great place to relax, dine in, take out, delivery, or for catering. Visit us online at Libretto'sPizzeria.com. Call us at 704-714-1442 for the best in New York pizza and Italian cuisine. That's Libretto's Pizzeria. Stop in and become part of the family.
Go outside and take a look at your home. Are the gutters doing their job? The number one enemy to your home is water. Most homes are built with small, inadequate gutters and small downspouts. ABS Insulating has a division of the company that does nothing but gutter services. All gutter services: cleaning, maintaining, repair, new downspouts, replacement, and new gutters, with many types available. They're a leader when it comes to gutter protection. Call ABS Insulating today, 704-821-4343 or absinsulating.com.
There's big news in the Carolinas. Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances is now Queen City Home Store. For over 70 years, we've been your trusted retailer for appliances, electronics, and more. Now, we're taking it to the next level with a new name, a fresh look, and more ways to serve you. Offering the same outstanding service you've always counted on, while bringing you everything you need for your home. Queen City Home Store. Same great service, more possibilities. Visit us at queencityonline.com.
The professionals at Kilo Exterminating Company have over 70 years of experience in pest control. Throughout the years, they always pride themselves on maintaining the highest standard of quality and customer service, with every technician being state certified. And moisture readings are standard with every inspection. Their top priority is ensuring your home is free from pests such as ants, mosquitoes, termites, and any other pests wreaking havoc on your home. That's Kilo Exterminating at 704-333-9855 or online, kilo.biz. That's 704-333-9855.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Carol just shared something with me. Another. You don't realize what you just said, though. What'd you just tell me?
That I homeschooled my kids.
How many kids you got?
3.
So you homeschooled your kids all the way through?
I did. And my daughter was finished 2 years early, so I put her in a creative leadership school
Right.
to finish out so that she could then go to college.
To do what?
She got a 4-year degree in communications.
Oh, one of those. We've had 2 or 3 of them in the past.
Mhm.
There's another one.
Mhm.
And what's she doing now?
She's running a company with her husband in Indiana. The two of them, yeah, they run
What's
this
the company do?
So they're into
A company don't mean you ain't telling me anything. Tell me they work for a company.
So they
Wow.
own the company. They bought the company. She's actually the chief financial officer, and then her
CFO.
husband,
Yep.
her husband Dustin, runs all the sales people in the field, and it all has to do with electricity. They work a lot with Duke Energy.
Okay, infrastructure.
Mhm.
Sure.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Guaranteed career pathway.
Yeah.
You get in the infrastructure, you'll never be without a job.
33 running the company and together, and
Awesome. So you're from Illinois.
No.
Where are you
Her
from?
husband's from Illinois.
Where are
so.
you from?
Originally
You're
Toledo.
not from Charlotte.
No, Toledo, Ohio, west of Toledo, Ohio.
Okay,
Out in
cool.
the country. Mhm.
What's the name of the country, city you were closest to? I'm just curious.
Well, Toledo.
Toledo. Okay.
Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
All right, I hear you.
Yeah.
But homeschooling, lady that was here last week,
Mhm.
Jamie,
yeah.
Jamie
Mhm.
Showmaker
Yep.
from Benton's. She homeschooled
Okay.
up until a certain point, and then she got them in public. But yeah, homeschooling is on a very, very big rise because why? I think we've been talking about it for over an hour now about the public school system that sucks. But that's why we got more homeschooling going on. Parents are seeing the big picture. Well, and now everybody's appalled that our United States government is going to change the education format. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
But a lot of people are looking at the money side.
No, of
That's
course.
the problem.
Yeah.
We're not going to get our money.
Mhm.
Is that all you look at?
No, it's about the kids. It's about the next generation. It's about our future.
Bingo.
We both said that one.
Yep.
So anyway, all right. I got an opening question. What's the most popular floor people are buying today?
It's a good Teagan question.
Currently, we have had an uptick in laminate. It has been a huge thing. The Revwood products from Mohawk are flying off the shelves. It's crazy. It's a great product.
Really?
It's a great product.
Laminate's coming back?
It's coming back in a big way.
Well, laminate started the craze about leaning to LVP.
Yes.
But to me, back in the Pergo days, and that's where it really started, right?
Yep. Yes, yes.
And it was laminated flooring and it was paper.
Right.
The product was paper. And now you say, well, what do you mean it was paper? It was compressed paper and resin, not rosin, resin. And it was high pressure, compacted, and it was absolutely a deplorable product. Teagan's bobbing
I'm
her head.
shaking my head. Yes,
it's changed.
Yes, your grandmother's.
Well, but
yes,
we're going back in time here.
Yep.
And I went in a restaurant one time and saw laminate flooring down.
Ooh.
It was hideous. I said, Lord, if this isn't a testimony to the crap that laminate flooring started as.
Yeah.
Because when it hit water, it exploded, basically.
You're right.
Swelled up and looked like junk.
It's different now.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. It's totally different now.
It's totally different.
Well, when LVP hit the market, all that changed with technology. Isn't that about when it happened?
It did, yes.
And Barbara Leininger, she was the first person to bring LVP to my knowledge on the program. She, one time, right in that studio over there. And she, but LVP has blown up. I love that product. I
do too.
I think it's great. But laminate now, from what you're telling me,
It's coming
is
back.
comparable to LVP.
We like to talk about how people live in their space because it depends on how you live in your space in your home. Really, if you've got two big Great Danes, I'm probably going to lean you towards laminate just because their claws aren't going to scratch the floor nearly as hard as
So
an
they
LVP.
don't scratch LVP either, do they? I'm just curious.
LVP's product made out of PVC. So it is a plastic product. So the heavy dogs that have the real long nails that like to do circles around when they get the zoomies, they're going to scratch a plastic floor. It happens.
Okay. Well,
so
that's why I'm asking, because you've got experience in it. And speaking of experience, you're 30. How old are you?
I'm 36.
How long have you been in floor covering?
So
give me a little history here.
Okay, I'll go back.
Where are you from?
I'm from upstate New York.
Okay.
And at 15, I was brought into a family of flooring installers, commercial, residential. And I had children with my ex-husband. And part of that experience was helping out the crews when people called in. And that meant, even at 8 months pregnant, carrying rolls of carpet into businesses and homes and things of that nature.
Wow.
So
you started as early as 15 in the industry.
Yep.
And have you been in it ever since?
I have not. I left and I came back.
What'd you go to?
I went to telecom.
Corporate
America.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll never go back to flooring. And here I am again. So
what brought you back?
Floor Coverings International is what brought me back. I had an opportunity to leave corporate America and I took it.
Were you tired of it?
I was so tired of it. It was
Burnout.
too much. Yeah. It's a soul sucking situation.
Soul sucking situation.
Yeah.
I like that. One of the SSS's, you know. Yeah, we might. Yeah.
But it's important to do what you're passionate about, and I think I full circle found that again through flooring. So
you like it?
I love what I do.
Right.
She's good at it.
I love what I do. I love seeing.
So what do you do?
So I handle pretty much anything and everything that comes through the door. So anything from meeting with potential clients to watching the production process and helping that move along to meeting with potential B2B people. I sell the product too. There's nothing that I don't do.
Right.
Yeah.
I read just this morning as I was waking up on my second cup of coffee, that carpet is taking a big comeback.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Because carpet, what's the worst floor you can have in your house for health reasons? What is that?
Carpet.
Carpet every time and it's a no-brainer. You know, it holds and harbors stuff.
Right.
Whatever goes in it, it's in it.
It does.
Not true with a vinyl floor or a laminate floor or whatever, because it's so resilient.
But aren't they adding some things, Teagan, to carpet?
There's some pretty impressive
That's
things
why
that
I
are
wanted
coming.
to go there.
Yep.
What's causing the reemergence of carpet?
I think really most of these large manufacturers just realizing that, carpet needs to work for living, working families, right? That are, if you've got kids running around your house, they're going to spill stuff. So I think it's really important to find products that are resilient when it comes to that. So they've got products that have blue backing that protect the padding underneath so that you don't have to worry about staining, and everything from that to soft back, which makes it so that you don't have wrinkles in your carpet later on.
You know what carpet I love?
What?
Carpet your foot's on right now.
Commercial
carpet.
We do that too.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
These 24 by 24 tiles,
Yes.
they're popular.
They are. They are popular even in a home environment too. I've
They're
noticed
very
that in
durable.
residential. Yeah.
I've got them. I put 2 of them down now, and let me tell you how I got one. I went into Catalyst Construction.
Yep.
And they had these pallets full of carpet tiles.
Yep.
They were just stacked, and I says, "What's that all about?" She said, "Oh, we took that out of a building downtown." I said, "What are you going to do with it?" She says, "We're going to throw it in the dumpster." I said, "No, you're not." That floor covering that carpet tiles are now we're over in the toolbox. Oh, by the way, the toolbox is a maker space around Put Tools in Schools. It's another reason we need money to make a learning environment for kids and adults to where they can come over there and get familiar with electrical, plumbing, welding, carpentry, all those things. So, but in the office area, and we've got 24 by 24 tiles. I mean, and LVP.
So you have a building.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
4,000 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're improving that. To be podcast studio. we will be doing this show from that studio in time down the road. It's fully functional now. But now that's another teaching aid for kids because media, digital media now is a big career pathway.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, let's teach kids. There's a guy with a communication degree in college, right?
Okay.
Never been behind a microphone until he walked in the studio. You want to explain that to me with a communication degree?
He
I mean, it's not his fault. No, it's not his fault. Well, basically.
Some of it was COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Teach, and I was in,
Yeah.
I mean, it was remote learning. So.
Yeah, it was
okay.
remote learning. But
Okay.
regardless, you'd think in communication. Now, Janae, on the other hand, one of my Center 360 girls, she took a communications degree, and she was sitting where you're sitting. She was all in, man. I'm gonna tell you. She's, oh wow, this is really neat. Huh?
She had some experience doing some.
Oh yeah, and yeah, she experienced it in school. But to the point, there's more application. So anyway,
yeah,
good.
How old are your kids?
I have an 18-year-old, I have a 15-year-old, and I have a 13-year-old.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What's the 18-year-old doing?
He's after this year, he'll join the Air Force.
Oh, cool.
That's his plan. And we had 4 pathways that we told all of our kids. So you can either go to work, go into the trades, go into the military, or you can go to college. Those are your options. So Timmy is.
Well, what's left?
That's it.
Being
right?
a bum.
Right. That's not an option in our home.
Yeah, cardboard box living.
Yep.
Well, at least she gave all the options.
Of course she did.
And then she educated him on all the options. And then let's figure out what's best for you.
Yeah.
So she did that.
Timmy's a work with your hands guy. So I think working on planes will be pretty cool for him.
Working on planes is a fantastic. There is a company here in town that teaches that.
Yep.
Aviation, and it's good, but it's expensive.
Yep.
Very expensive. And here, I'm going to go back, and it's hard for me to shut up about this. In this whole concept, we're putting the cart before the horse. Because, we talk about apprentice programs to kids. We talk about internships to kids, but we're not talking about the career pathways of kids so they can go and apply and be even interested in that career pathway. So we should raise the awareness, get in front of kids and look at them and say, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about this? They'll all look at you and say, no, I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So we need to plant the seeds, water them, and then let's talk about internships and apprenticeships. Don't you think? I
agree.
Does that make sense?
I think it makes perfect sense. You can't, you don't know what you don't know. So
these certifications are great. They're wonderful, but they need to know that the career pathways even exist before you offer them that training.
Right.
I agree.
Exposed to.
I worked
to the
in the 10th grade. I worked for Reed Electric, 10th grade summer. I wasn't 18 yet. In the 11th grade summer, I worked at Reed Electric again.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I could be an electrician today. But the point is, I did that in high school.
Right.
Then when I got out, I like Uncle Red, love mechanic, love racing, cars. So, but I had to hit a fork in the road and I went to construction. But anyway, and your son, same thing.
Yeah.
If he gets it, but if he goes in the Air Force, and this is the beautiful thing about the military, as I talked to kids Thursday, several of them came up to me and said, I'm going in the military. I said, good, but learn trade.
Right.
Learn a trade in the military.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you join the military, join the Seabees of the Navy, because that's all they do is build infrastructure.
Yep.
So anyway, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. Going in the Air Force, okay. Let's get back to floors. I'm sorry, I get hung up on things.
Okay.
The floor covering, the carpet business. So you see more and more people the interest in carpet coming.
It's coming back.
Coming back.
It is.
Is it more in bedrooms?
It is. Mostly in bedrooms. I think most people want something warm underfoot when they wake up. I think that's the biggest thing. And either they're going to do wall-to-wall carpeting or they're going to do an area rug. So,
speaking of carpeting, Barbara Leininger gave me this roll of carpet one time years ago to be in a show, because, when you're in home shows, you got to put carpet down, look pretty. I'm putting it in the bedroom. Here we are probably 15 years later, and I've had it upstairs in the warehouse. the toolbox. And I unrolled it last week so it would relax. And that carpet's going in the bedroom.
Oh, wow.
End of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Floor Covering International.
Many years later.
Yeah, and it's dated big time, but it still looks good.
Yeah.
So what the heck?
Hey.
But carpet. Wow. I don't like carpet anymore.
Not a big carpet fan?
No, because it harbors bacteria and germs and things that make you sick.
I think it's really important too for a lot of consumers nowadays to focus on sustainable products too. So I think that's a huge piece with the.
Does that come into play much now?
It's a big question that a lot of our clients have.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, and I mean, when it comes down to it, what is sustainable? What is sustainable? And truthfully,
What is sustainable?
Sustainable means that it's using products that are good for the environment, that are
and your health.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in yesteryears there were toxic ingredients in carpet.
Yep.
Environmental toxins.
Yeah.
You
think about that in your home, in your space, you've got your babies crawling around. That stuff's important to a lot of people. So
that's why I focus personally on more resilience and more sanitation, for health reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because water, the number one culprit in your house is humidity and water.
Yep.
So whatever you do, you got to consider it.
Yeah.
That's where I think the laminate is taking a rise.
Yeah.
I want to see the new laminate products.
I'd love to show it to you.
I bet every pattern and everything's available.
It's crazy because every type of wood species you could think of, they've got a laminate that mirrors that.
Who's your Mohawk?
Mohawk laminate, and I'll tell you why. There's not very many. When we talk about laminate and the old school laminate, right?
Sure.
When you talk about that, people think, "Oh, water hits that and it just swells." Well, so the newer products that are on the market,
well,
you can steam
laminate
mop
doesn't
them.
swell. It's not the laminate that swells. Laminate has been right there. It is.
Yep.
Laminate's been around forever. And it's very, very durable, very resilient, it's just a great product.
Right.
But what you put it on,
Yep.
was the product, the substrate.
Yep.
Your substrates were the issue, but now it's not.
It's not an issue.
What kind of guarantee they put it?
Crazy guarantees. So you can steam mop any of their Plus or Premier products, which is impressive to be able to steam mop a piece of floor like that. And in addition, they have an all pet warranty. So if your pet has an accident and something happens, they'll warranty it, which is a pretty impressive warranty. So
now what size in patterns does it come in?
Usually
because used to laminate floor came in squares and all kind of things.
Yeah.
Got to that
visuals have changed and can really elevate a space. So they're wider planks now. So anything from your 6 to your 7 inch planks, that's pretty much your width that you're looking at. And then tons of different visual styles and patterns that are beautiful, that look like real wood.
Lead time on something like that?
I'd say about 2 to 3 weeks is what we look at. Everything that we order is custom. So it's about 2 to 3 weeks for material to arrive. Yeah.
So each job's separate. Y'all don't, let's get to the concept of what Floor Coverings International is all about.
Complete turnkey installation.
Yep.
What about showroom?
We have a mobile showroom, so we come to you. Yeah.
There's no retail store.
No, you don't have to. I think the biggest thing that's so frustrating for people is, you think about getting a new floor and you decide you're going to go to a showroom, and you go to the showroom and you grab all these cool samples and they look great in the store, and then you bring them back home and you're picking from a product that's like 4 inches wide. It's a very small section of what you're looking at. You don't get to see it in your lighting on a big scale.
That's a big part of it.
Those kinds of things. And you don't have a consultant that sits down and talks to you about what you do. And that's important. If you have people that are coming over in heels, we're going to pick a particular floor for you so that we know it's going to last. Yeah, lifestyle is so important. And I feel like not many people talk about it. It's very important when it comes to choosing a floor.
It's everything.
It is.
It truly is. I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break here. 704-227-8986. If you should have a question about flooring, shoot it to us, call us, let us hear it, or text it to us at 704-712-4644. That's my cell number, 704-712-4644, or in the studio here, 227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And stay tuned for The beginning of the third hour, I'm going to try to give you a quick story, but we're going to have a show that'll cover it down the road, 3 hours of it, and that's scamming. Scamming is at an all-time high, and I got hit big time last Monday, and I'll tell you the story. Yep, I'm an idiot, and I'll tell you how I'm an idiot. Yep, I own that one, and I'll tell you, it cost me, but that's how we learn, isn't it?
It is.
Come back. The story's ahead.
Hi, I'm Sam Attero of AteroMedia.com. Someone asked me once what I loved most about my 30-year-long career as a media producer and educator, and I have to say, the fact that not only do I get to create for a living every day, but then I get to teach and help others to use the content and gear systems that I've built for them themselves. You need professional live event video production or streaming services? You're in great hands with our family business. All 5-star Google reviews. That's ETTARO Media.com.
Steve Helms here with the Al Metal Driving Corporation. The Al Metal Driving Corporation is a full-service driving company. Regardless of the problem, we can handle it. Does your clothes dryer take longer than 45 to 50 minutes to dry a load? If so, you need your dryer vent cleaned or checked. The clothes dryer is the most inefficient appliance in the house and should never take longer than 45 to 50 minutes. Call Al Metal Dryer Vent today at 704-846-8368 or online at almetaldryervent.com. That's 704-846-VENT. Have you cleaned your dryer vent lately?
Owens Chimney Systems is known for all professional chimney services since 1989, including chimney cleaning, recommended annually, chimney evaluations and inspections, any and all chimney repairs and restorations, gas fireplace and gas fire log service, furnace cleaning, cleaning out one of the most overlooked appliances in the home. Get it done right the first time. That's Owens Chimney Systems at 704-554-9595. Or you can visit us online at owenschimneysystems.com.
Carolina Foundation Solutions is a family-owned and operated company and a licensed general contractor in North and South Carolina, providing foundation solutions from the mountains to the sandy shores of the coast. At Carolina Foundation Solutions, our objective is to help educate, offer guidance, and provide assistance. With over 200 years of combined experience, our family of experts are ready to help protect and repair your largest investments. If you have a problem, we have a solution. Call 877-883-4626 or online, carolinafoundationsolutions.com.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Talking floor coverings with Floor Coverings International. Carol and Teagan in studio today, talking about their passions. And Carol.
Yes.
What'd you jump ship for? I know that might corner you a little bit. Carol used to work for Harkey Tile and Stone.
Yes.
Isn't that correct?
Mm-hmm. There 6 years.
Yeah, and you were happy there.
I was very happy there. It was a very hard decision to decide to make a change.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what created it? I mean,
well, I did meet Teagan,
Uh-huh.
but I really talked to Teagan about Floor Coverings International and working for Floor Coverings International for a friend. So I was asking Teagan because a friend of mine connected with me, and she said, "Hey, I'm looking for a new job." And I ran into Teagan. We were at Pins for
Kids.
Pins for
Oh
Kids.
yeah, bowling.
Yeah, so we're out in the parking lot. So, hey, you hiring, And she said, yeah, for the right person. And so I started talking to her about the business and the money and what it is what she was looking for. And I wanted to relay it to my friend. And so then when I did, my friend had already found something else. But I had heard enough then I said to Teagan, I think I might want to talk to you more. It perked me up. Yeah. So it was a hard decision. I love the Harkey boys. I love Harkey.
Great company.
I loved everybody that was there. I still love them. We see each other networking and we're friends. But I'm glad I took the opportunity. Teagan and I are doing our passion and we're doing it together. We're having a lot of fun.
Now, what do you do for Floor Coverings International?
I'm the director of business development. So I go out to the highways and byways and I talk to all the business people, interior designers, architects, custom builders, industry people, and see if they're a good fit.
Basically, you're the industry side, and she deals more with the residential clientele and
commercial. She does.
Well, I know she does with it. I mean, it's not like you handle it. You kind of give it to her.
I do.
Yeah.
That's why we run so close together.
It's a teamwork concept.
It is. And then she handles, all the logistics.
She handles the tape measure.
Yeah, she does.
I do.
I can read it though.
Well, glad you brought that up. That's important.
And I do know how to measure a room.
You know how to get square footage?
I do.
Yeah, simple multiplication.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know how to multiply? Wow.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Yeah. Length times width.
We're laughing about it, but once again, you'd be surprised how many high school students do not know how to figure square footage, along with a tape measure. Well, you can't get square footage if you can't read a tape measure, now can you?
That's true.
That's true, 100%. I mean, you could walk it off.
Well, you could.
The old school way.
Well, you could do it many ways, but the point is, reading a tape measure is very important.
It's very important.
Okay, so you jumped on. How long you been with Teagan here?
Since January 15th.
Yeah.
Really? And are you digging it?
Yeah.
You liking it?
Yeah, we are doing great. We're really liking it.
We're having a lot of fun together.
We are. We are. And it's building business, and that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
So
you're a people person.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's
my passion.
Yeah, and I understand it. I love engaging people too.
You do.
And as a matter of fact, Joe, my constituent Thursday, he looked at me. He says, "Man, if this ain't your element, you ain't. This is it."
Well, yeah.
Because all I did was talk to kids one-on-one Thursday.
Okay.
Normally, I'm walking the floor, seeing everybody. No, I'd rather be engaging the kids.
Okay.
That's great.
Straight up, one-to-one.
That's
they
good.
need to see
Keep at it.
They need to see an old gray-haired man.
Yeah, they
talk
do.
To them.
They do.
There's not enough.
Keep at it.
There's not enough, and there's another factor too. There's not enough elderly people out there. One, doing things that'll keep you living longer. I promise you. Stay active. If you stay active, well, I'm encouraging you to come over to. If you're old and into the trades, and you have worked in the trades or connected with the industry, and you want something to do, hey, put toolsinschools.org. There's amazing things you can do.
Yep.
Amazing.
Plus with this new building that you've got that you're working on.
The toolbox.
Yep.
Got a meeting over there at 1 today to show somebody else what we're doing. We really got to get it taken off this year. And the problem is I can't do it all alone.
Nope, you can't.
We need help. We need help. But we'll get there. So, but let's get back to floors.
Okay.
Tile, porcelain, ceramic. Do you do that too?
We do porcelain ceramic tile, but it's more for our commercial.
Well, it doesn't matter, but you're into that as well.
Yeah, just
so
not so much
you
residential.
go with hard surfaces as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to know what's in your wheelhouse there.
Yeah,
So if it goes on the floor, you're going to deal with it.
If you can dream it, we can do it.
Tell me the products you deal with.
We deal with
I'm testing you here.
traditional hardwood, engineered hardwood, laminate, LVP, carpet. We're actually the #1 on Google for custom stair runners and area rugs too. So we do that as well. We do some tile, and we, like I said, we do sand and finish too. So anything you can dream of, we can do.
Years ago, I had Hughes on the floor. I mean, as a sponsor on the show, and Hughes is a great company too. One of your competitors, great company here in town, family owned and operated for forever. Hughes family, good people. The #1 flooring for years was hardwood.
Yeah,
right.
Is it still popular?
It's very popular still.
Very.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you had a challenge finding hardwood installers, finishers, good ones?
No, we haven't had that.
good.
We have a phenomenal set of people.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
we're blessed.
So y'all haven't had the labor issues that most are having.
We haven't.
No, the business model that Floor Coverings International has, from where they started for the cruise, which I'll have Teagan speak to this, but they have worked with us small families. And
yeah. So it's been a blessing to have the same cruise for the entire 6 years we've been around.
Now I'm going to ask you something just due to the industry.
Yeah.
Are they immigrants? Are they American, Hispanic? What are your crews?
We have a myriad of different nationalities. Absolutely. So yeah, everybody, every color, every kind of person. So
that's, and I bring that up, referring back to the labor problem. Why is it this morning coming to the studio, I passed 4 or 5 work trucks. Every one of them were Hispanic, which I'm not criticizing. They work. I love it. I love it.
They do work.
Work ethic.
Yeah, they do have a work ethic.
How do we bring that back to our industry?
Yeah.
And, that's part of what we're dealing with the industry help, labor issue, is how do you build, who's going to show up every day, on time, that sort of thing. Well, I'm glad to hear y'all your labor situation is really good.
Yeah, we're blessed.
That's great. That's
well,
awesome.
they've worked hard at it too.
Of course, you built that.
Yep.
Yep. We've been lucky. We've been very lucky when it comes to that, and we've been able to watch these fantastic people be able to grow their businesses as we do as well.
Right.
So it's been fantastic.
Well, I'm gonna admit I went to Flooring Decor the other day, the big store.
Oh, the big box
big
store?
box stores.
I had never been in one.
Okay.
But I went to the one down in Pineville. I was blown away. Blown away.
They have a lot of selections.
A lot of stuff.
It's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, but it may not be
It's a
there
lot.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I brought it up for.
Yeah.
It's a big box store.
It's a big box.
And it's treated as a big box store. Although I will say, we got nothing but good customer service when we were walking around. I was browsing.
Yeah.
All I did was meet somebody down there to look at an acoustical panel, wall panel for the studio.
Oh, okay.
And then I said, whoa, wow, I don't get out much anymore. But you've got other companies in Charlotte like Best Tile, Harkey Tile and Stone, and we can go on and on and on with that. But that are, to me, I'm not saying they're better, but they're better. I think the smaller, situation. But there, you make your own mind up. But my point in all this is floor covering. It's everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Now, who do you pick? Who does it? Who do you believe? Who don't you believe? And who do you want in your house? That's the question. And the thing is, when you go to certain companies, you don't know who's going to show up.
That's true.
You do.
I do.
You do.
She does.
You could name them by name.
And I'd have them in my home
Right.
anytime.
You got it.
Yep.
704-227-8986. You're listening to About Your House. We're going to take a top of the hour break here. Come back. If you have any questions, concerns, or just want to talk to us, we'd love to talk to you. 704-227-8986. You're listening to About Your House on Fox Sports Charlotte every Saturday morning, 8 to 11. Download the free app. That's the best way to hear us. We'll talk to you again in a couple minutes.
Hour number 3, Carol Gladieux and Teagan Statham of Floor Coverings International talk more about the industry and their experiences in the field. About Your House is brought to you in part by Queen City Home Store, formerly known as Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances. Same great store, different name. Queen City Home Store is a family-owned store serving the Carolinas for over 70 years with locations in Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Salisbury, Morganton, and Monroe. They're the largest independent appliance retailer in the Carolinas and constantly growing, taking pride in the experience they offer customers with a knowledgeable sales staff, product selection, and lowest price guarantee. About Your House is also brought to you in part by PutToolsInSchools.org, connecting students to tools of the trades and raising awareness of the many career pathways. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some time with us. And now, here's your host, Ray Terry.
All right, welcome back. I understand somebody just texted us with a fire that's going on South Boulevard or over in the South End. Wonder what's burning. But anyway, we're not a news program, so we'll let that one go.
Breaking news.
Breaking news right here on About Your House. I got Floor Coverings International in the house. We're talking about labor installation crews. That is so important as a homeowner to have peace of mind about that.
Yeah, it is. Especially when, it's your first project. I think that's a major thing for people when they have no idea what that looks like. And we hold your hand through the whole process. So from the free consultation where we come out to your home, we talk you through the whole process and how to prepare for new floors. And
well, how do people get into what is your process?
So you call in or message us on social. You can even book an appointment from the website, and then one of our people contact you and schedule a free consultation.
Well, there ain't a lot of people to call, so your staff's not that large, and not that that's a bad thing. Frankly, I find it very
we're efficient,
more efficient, and more beneficial to the homeowner.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be you, Carol, or
one of our team.
One of your team.
Yeah, we call and we schedule the appointment. We show up to the home. I think one of the separators is we do things like wear shoe covers in someone's home. It's a sign of respect, and it's important.
I got to do a little caveat on that one. Shoe covers. I went in the house the other day. Nice house, 28207 Iris Park. And the lady's housekeeper says, they want you to wear footies. I said, won't happen. And she looked at me astonished that I declined her footie thing. I says, footies are not safe when you're handling heavy equipment.
Oh, because they slip.
Yeah, big time. I almost broke my leg because of it.
Oh.
Yeah, carrying a washer, clothes washer.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
different.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I won't wear them because it's not safe. I do wear slick bottom shoes because I don't want to pick up dirt, mud, and carry it in the house. And I do purposely. I won't buy a boot that captures dirt.
The dirt.
The dirt. Won't do it. But people say footies, and they make it like you just did, like it's a benefit. No, not for me. It's detrimental. It's unsafe. I mean, clean's fine. I love me some clean. As a matter of fact, when I finished that job that day, I called the lady and I said, have we been here? She says, no, sir. You're leaving it cleaner than when you got here. And that's the policy. Yeah. When I go in a house, it'll be cleaner when I leave than when I got there. But that's not true in this house because it was immaculate.
So some of those kids, do they go out there with you on the job site and help you?
I do try to mentor students if I can.
Okay.
But there's issues with that in some situations.
I get you.
Because we're calling our kids, we're protecting them. If they're not 18, they can't get hurt.
Oh, okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Labor laws.
Yeah. Yeah, Teagan here started when she was 15.
Well, I know. And Sam McGee, God bless his soul, he was taken to court by the state labor laws back when, and he fought for 16-year-olds being on construction sites, being brick masons. Now they have a pre-apprenticeship program that's all legal and above board where they can hire 16-year-olds.
Okay.
But there are restrictions to even that.
Okay. Well, at least we moved the ball forward a little bit.
I'm going to move it totally forward because I ain't paying attention to that.
Okay.
Come arrest me.
Okay.
I've had it. These kids are suffering, and more laws get in the way of these kids finding career pathways that it's like off limits till you're 18. Wrong. It's crazy. But yet you'll jab them with a needle with all kinds of man-made stuff in it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because I'll start going. You don't want that. Do we, Richton? Yeah, we just need to get back on the road.
Back on the road.
Get back on the road because I get nuts.
Yeah.
Because there's so many anyway. The process we were talking about. They call, y'all go out, and when you go out, tell me about your typical sales.
Yeah.
Because you go out and what do you do?
We meet with people. We tend to, our focus is how they live in their space, what they envision the space to be, how we can elevate the space. We talk through budget, we talk through timeline. Our goal is to do the job once and have that floor last as long as they anticipate or want it to.
And we measure.
We take pictures, images, we can superimpose a floor so
right
people
then
can
and there,
see what it'll look like on a larger scale. And we really we want it to be.
So you got a computer, a laptop you take with you.
She takes her iPad.
iPad. Yeah. Yep.
It's
tablet
it's
and
a
phone.
screen.
Yep.
Okay, you take a screen with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you literally can show the customer their floor. Really?
Yep.
I love technology.
Yeah. It's really helps.
Yeah, it does. It's the visual.
Yep. And then we have 3,000 samples in our vans. So we bring.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got what?
3,000 samples. Yeah.
In a van. What kind of van did you buy?
We have 4 transits.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, they're jam-packed with samples. But
how many transits you got?
We've got 4.
Really?
Yep.
Have you had good success with them?
So far, I should knock on wood, huh? So far, so
No,
good.
I bought a transit. I had a transit. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm just curious about what you got. Transit.
Yeah.
There's Dodge, there's Fords, but y'all got transits.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We do.
Yeah, I find out stuff too. I got to learn.
Yeah.
So you got 4 transits in each one of them. So there's other salespeople.
Absolutely. We have a team and we come out to your home and we take our time with it. So it's really, up to the client. We talk through different options, different products, what they're envisioning the space to look like. And then we make that dream come true and we give them options. So we don't show them all 3,000 samples because that's just crazy. But we do give them a good, better, best so that everyone has an opportunity at any budget to have the floor that they love.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Kitchens. What's the number one room in the house you go out for? Is there such a thing?
That's changed too. I think a lot of people
why I asked the question.
I think it used to be, a lot of people were looking in kitchens and bathrooms, but it's really changed. I think most people want a continuous floor in their space. So it's the whole house now. Yeah. So
there isn't one area anymore.
No, I think most people really are desiring a continuous floor throughout their whole space.
So they don't break it up.
Not
like
as much anymore.
hardwood, so to speak.
Yeah.
You do the whole space.
Most of the time now, that's what we're seeing. That's
Wow.
the trend. Yeah.
Well, let's talk to Miss Abby. Good morning, my dear Miss Ring. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for the current event. Where's the fire?
It is right down past the red shiny building.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a condo on fire is what the news is saying. I looked it up after I left.
Okay. Yeah, that's 2 blocks from us.
So the whole sky is completely black.
Wow. Wow, big fire. I hope everybody's okay.
Thanks for letting us know.
Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, we're kind of where we're hemmed in, so we don't see nothing.
I know. That's why I thought. I was like, man, they might have some traffic getting out of there because they had 2 of the roads blocked off and it was just a lot.
Gotcha. Thanks for letting us know. Do you have a question for these young ladies, Ms. Ring?
I do. I heard them talking about the floors throughout the house, and I have seen that quite frequently as well, where you would think that most people want 0 entry and continuing their floor all throughout the house.
Right. Is that what you're seeing too, Abby?
Yep, that is what I'm seeing throughout. No one wants any steps. You just want 0 entry, nice smooth, whether it's from, your vinyl or your hardwood, butted up to your tile, but everyone wants just a nice, easy surface to flow through their home.
Nice transition. No transition, just.
Right. You said vinyl tile.
Some people still do vinyl as well. I mean, it just depends on what your budget is.
Not sheet goods. You're speaking of vinyl as LVP, aren't you?
Yep, LVP or your hardwood.
See,
or tile.
Abby, and you, Teagan, you remember sheet goods.
It's still an option. It is.
Really?
It is still.
So people are still putting sheet vinyl down?
Not so much.
Not as much, but it is still made.
I remember the days of Armstrong's Solarian.
Yeah.
Then they had designer Solarian. Boy, wherever that went, stay there.
It's still in my parents' kitchen.
What's that, Abby?
I have sheet vinyl still in my kitchen.
Yeah. But people still ask for it occasionally?
We do have the occasional.
I might think so.
Yeah, we do.
That's awesome.
We try to steer them towards luxury vinyl tile now. It's a much more durable,
Educate
thicker
them
product. Yeah.
Of another option.
Yeah.
Right. Sheet goods is gone. I call it sheet goods.
Yeah.
Right. That's. I didn't even think they sold it anymore.
Yeah. It's not nearly as wide of an option any longer, but.
Boy, I put many square yards of that stuff down, square feet, many yards. Lord, that's like laminate work. Do you ever do laminate work?
For countertops?
Yeah. Just curious.
No, we do stone countertops, but we don't do.
Oh, y'all are into stone countertops too?
We do. That's something that we offer as well. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. More info. Well, Abby, thank you for calling us this morning, my dear.
All right, of course. Thank you. You guys have a great Saturday.
You too, my dear. Thank you.
Bye, Abby.
Thanks,
Bye
Abby.
bye.
Bye.
And there's another female in the construction industry and another young lady that loves construction.
Yeah, she's a project manager in the industry.
Yeah,
So
residential
very
custom home.
detailed in what she does.
Back to them women details.
Yeah.
Y'all all over it. And that's
Mhm.
why women make great
Mhm.
construction people.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
do.
Abby helped me build a fence once.
I don't doubt that.
Oh.
I don't doubt that. Abby's good. She's a carpenter. She's everything.
Yeah.
She's a smart girl. And she's an inspiration to the youth of today too.
She is. She
There's
definitely
a
is.
gal that I'd like to have on a trades career day to talk to the kids. Because in the females in construction need to be present, as well. And you ladies want to participate, which is great.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Which is great. The females in high school student females are very interested in decorating, and that sort of thing. Not that men aren't, but women, the ladies seem to gravitate to it. So I think that'd be great, but tremendously beneficial for you to show up with it. Not 3,000 samples. But,
We can show them how to
But
read a tape measure.
Yeah, measure a room.
Good luck. Well, we'll teach all we can, but you don't have but 4 or 5 minutes with them. So, but you do. I think making them aware of how important it is a big factor. We've got a career day coming up at Rocky River High School coming up, and it's what they call the parking lot career day. And that would be a day you can bring the van
Ooh.
and really show your goods.
Do you have the date?
I'll get the date.
Cool.
It's later on. It's May 22nd. That's be a Thursday at Rocky River High School out in Mint Hill. And that would be a great one for you to pull your little van.
What kind
up
of
in.
hours are you looking at for doing that?
Typically, it's going to be from 8 to 1.
Okay.
It's all morning. Okay. And that's a pretty good one. The kids out there really need it.
Okay.
And exposure. So there you go.
All right.
But hardwoods, not as popular as it's dying off a little bit. Is that what I'm hearing from you? Or still very popular?
It's still very popular. It just depends on the client. I think it's ultimately about the client. A lot of people are pretty nostalgic when it comes to picking a floor. They tend to lean towards what they grew up on. So hardwood's coming back in a big way.
Yeah. Well, hardwood's been around forever.
Yeah.
I mean, red oak being the most popular.
Yeah.
But then again, nowadays you can get about anything you want, be it cherry, walnut, maple.
Yeah. Brazilian cherry. Yeah.
Have you put different species in?
Everything you can imagine. We've done a purple floor. We had a client request that we did unfinished red oak and that we stained it purple, and we did. And whatever their dream looks like, we'll do it.
Purple.
We did. It turned out beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was for a bonus space for them. So it was just a quirky, cool space, and that's what they wanted. And we said, we'll do it if that's what you want. We did it. So,
but you had to go through several little stain samples.
We did
have
to. Yep, we did have to pre-stain.
Yep,
absolutely.
Got it. I hear you.
What's nice about the solid hardwoods is we can sand and finish.
Yep. Stain them to match.
Yep.
Yep.
How many dishwashers have you encapsulated? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'll explain that to you when we come back. It's a problem I see from time to time in remodeling, kitchens where people put flooring on top of existing flooring and they encapsulate the dishwasher.
Then you can't pull it out to replace it.
Yeah, I've cut a few out in my life, dishwashers that is. 704-227-8986. We'll be back. Talk more floor covering right after the messages.
Out more about the show? Go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
John DeLand here, manager at Crowntown Cannabis, Charlotte's original CBD and hemp resource, where the staff can help you with any questions or concerns. All of our products are third-party tested for purity and quality. Oils, edibles, Delta-9, topical creams, vapes, THCA flower, and products to help with the pets. Visit our new South End store at 115 Park Avenue in the South End. All 4 of our Charlotte area stores are open 7 days a week. Check online for the store near you. That's crowntowncannabis.com.
There's big news in the Carolinas. Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances is now Queen City Home Store. For over 70 years, we've been your trusted retailer for appliances, electronics, and more. Now, we're taking it to the next level with a new name, a fresh look, and more ways to serve you, offering the same outstanding service you've always counted on, while bringing you everything you need for your home. Queen City Home Store. Same great service, more possibilities. Visit us at queencityonline.com.
Hi, I'm Sam Otero of AteroMedia.com, and I love empowering my clients and partners to make the most out of today's latest digital media tools. We specialize in building production systems and podcast studios for small to mid-sized churches and local businesses here in Charlotte. Do you need new media production gear? Do you need help learning how to use it? You're in great hands with our family business, Atero Media of Charlotte. That's ETTARO Media.com.
The professionals at Kilo Exterminating Company have over 70 years of experience in pest control. Throughout the years, they always pride themselves on maintaining the highest standard of quality and customer service, with every technician being state certified. And moisture readings are standard with every inspection. Their top priority is ensuring your home is free from pests such as ants, mosquitoes, termites, and any other pests wreaking havoc on your home. That's Kilo Exterminating at 704-333-9855 or online, kilo.biz. That's 704-333-9855.
Mike Libretto here, inviting you to come in and experience Charlotte's best New York pizza and great Italian food at Libretto's Pizzeria. Serving Charlotte proudly since 2008, Libretto's pizzas are sure to please by the slice or grab a whole pie. Pastas, entrees, great appetizers, sandwiches, and wings. A menu to please the whole family. Dine in or takeout, available 7 days a week. Visit us online at librettospizzeria.com or call us at 704-714-1442. That's Libretto's Pizzeria. Stop in and become part of the family.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Talking to Floor Coverings International here this morning on About Your House. Got Teagan and Carol. I wanted to talk about concrete floors.
Okay.
Do you go into a concrete floor and do anything with those? Because there's a new craze
I've seen this.
of dealing with concrete as a finishing. I went into a basement of a split level, tri-level, the old split levels, and the whole basement had been stripped of all the original flooring and everything and gone back in there with a coating. It was a marbleization, you might say. It was absolutely stunning.
Coating on the concrete.
It was. Y'all don't do any of that.
We do epoxy. We do
Okay,
epoxy
that's
flooring.
why I brought that up. Yeah.
And there's another product that's come up for garage spaces called race deck system. So that's another product that we offer as well.
So you do that as well.
We do too.
So you could do garage floors.
Yep.
Well, y'all do it all.
We do.
Hence, Floor Coverings International. Yeah, that's
we
cool.
do it all.
Yeah, we do.
All floor coverings, rubber, bamboo.
We do rubber
cork.
too. Yeah. Gym mat.
Now
flooring.
you're talking.
Yeah.
Come on, get out with it. You know, that's why I want you on here. I want you to let people know exactly what all. And it's hard because you do so much.
Yeah.
We had a request once to do carpet on a wall for cats.
Yeah. And you did.
We did.
Dream it.
We
can
did
do
it.
I carpeted a wall one time because I thought it was different. It's the only way, the only reason I did it because I said, that'd be cool carpeted. And I did it. And it was neat. Acoustically speaking, it was fantastic.
Well,
but you did carpeted a wall for a cat.
Right. And we've also had some requests for putting wood on a wall for like an accent wall.
Yeah.
In a spec home. So it was probably over $1 million home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they wanted us to do an accent wall with wood. Was it with?
It was actually laminate.
It was laminate
because it's lighter. Yeah.
Sure.
So it's easier to.
Well, it would be
adhere.
easier to install, less weight on the,
It was an accent wall. Yeah.
Wow.
Over $1 million home.
Anything else special? That sounds neat.
Well, a lot of people are putting theaters in their homes now, dedicating.
Home theater, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we partner with a lot of local businesses that focus on a home theater. So when it comes to
when they want a floor in their home theater, they give you a call, and you're that part of the team.
Yep, we come out with some quirky carpet samples that look pretty amazing. Anything from just crazy patterns to just a darker carpet, and we put it in the space. Yeah. We can even have logos put into carpet for people. So that's something that we've had a couple people request as well. Yeah.
And also a lot of people are wanting to have their own workout room in their home.
Yeah,
so they want
dedicated gym.
a dedicated gym. And so what kind of material are they putting in there?
So gym mat flooring is a huge thing. So we're doing that as well in a lot of different spaces.
Gym mat flooring, garage floors.
Right. But now that's residential. So on the commercial side, in the we're doing a lot of the workout places in the commercial setting too.
Yeah, we do that as well. So
you do commercial work as well. So if there's a business out there listening and you're interested in,
need floors,
what
we're
you
here. Yeah.
what they have to offer, they're there for you too. So you do work with commercial.
We do. Yeah.
What's the biggest job you did since you've been there?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just curious.
So many. I really like to I'll talk about one that we've done recently.
Sure.
Raintree Country Club. We just completed their entire
That's where Nary
entry.
started, by the way. Do you know that?
Raintree?
Nary. Yeah. Our first place of meetings was Raintree.
Oh wow. I love
for
Raintree.
years.
Yeah. Yeah, we transformed their entryway, and we've worked there for years. So this was just them sprucing up the place, and it looks beautiful. So it's a
So you did the whole clubhouse?
the whole entryway, and
entry.
everything. Yeah,
Cool.
When you walk in, that's us.
It's a pretty nice building. A little old, but
Yeah.
yet it's still nice. Got a
beautiful.
good.
Do we
yeah.
have that one on Instagram?
I didn't post it yet. I haven't posted
okay. Oh,
it
you
yet,
just
but
did?
I will. I will today for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Following us on the Instagram is a good way to see
That's the best
the
way to see.
projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your tag on Instagram?
We are FCI Charlotte SENC.
Gotcha.
That's what we are.
Instagram.
FCI Southeast Charlotte NC. That's our tag.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So they can get to you that way.
Yep.
And once again, your website is what?
Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte. Most people find us via Google. So if you type in,
I found that if you want to find a company, Google it.
yeah.
Don't worry about the website so much. Just Google it and find it.
Yep.
For example, if people want to find out about me, I said, Google Ray Terry, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's all there.
Yeah.
If you want to know who I am, there it is.
Yeah.
And you can go where you want. You'll find out some things you don't want to know. And that's okay too. I'm transparent, and you are too.
Absolutely.
But most things are, if you Google it, you'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least you're a 2-phone person.
I am.
Aren't you
one
special?
business, one
Personal.
one personal, but I I do my Instagram on my personal, so.
I got you. Well, I don't care. I was just curious. You got two phones. I've been thinking about another phone for tools in schools.
You should do that.
Yeah.
Keep them separate. It's a good idea.
I know.
Yeah.
I got another computer in the studio. It's dedicated to put tools in school. But now I've got to learn a whole new computer. So I'm on a MacBook. That's a regular PC.
Oh, yeah.
I got to switch again. All this learning technology, it never stops, you know? It never stops. Now, when you go out to a client's house, you know, and you do all their work, I mean, you know, they're measuring and everything. How quick is your turnaround for quoting?
Within 24 to 48 hours, usually we get a quote in your hand. Most of the time, we're able to do it right in the home. It just depends.
I
on
was
if
going to say,
made a
you can do it a lot of times right there in the house.
Yeah.
So there's no
Yeah, and
wait
everything
time.
that we offer, it's all inclusive. So there's no, hidden fees or anything like that. You know exactly what you're getting, and it's an itemized proposal. So it tells you exactly the whole process from removal of existing flooring to installing your new flooring, and it includes everything, including taxes. So
Right.
there's no hidden.
Gotcha.
She asks a lot of questions.
We do ask a lot of discovery questions to make sure we're picking the right product for the right people. It's
Well, you've got to
important.
talk.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get things across.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people say, "What's your interest?" I think this, but if you give them more, I mean, you might even go on some jobs they think this, and before you leave, it's totally different.
Right, because of the
Absolutely.
education and learning what they need in their space for their,
Lifestyle.
their lifestyle.
Right.
That we would educate them on what might be
the best
option.
Yeah.
And then they make the decisions.
Yeah.
They're the boss.
No,
It's their home. Yeah. In their
Mhm.
office or whatever it might be.
It's theirs. You live
Their
here. I'm just
space.
visiting.
Yep.
Right. That's what I tell them. What other tips and tidbits of info you want to throw out there or caution them about?
I would say it's really important to think through a couple major questions when you're selecting floors, and that is this the first thing is this your forever home? That's a big thing that I don't think a lot of people think through. Like, is this
Well,
your
it's
forever
one of the
home?
first questions I ask anybody: how long are you going to live here?
Right. Yeah. That makes a big difference.
Like when I go in and talk kitchen ventilations and they want to replace a vent hood, I said, "Well, how do you cook?"
Yes.
And they said, "Well, yeah, we cook every day." Okay, good. How long are you going to live here? Says, "Well, forever." Okay, well then you don't want to buy that one. You want this one.
Yeah.
Well, it costs more. It costs more for a reason.
Right. Lasts longer.
And same thing you're dealing with floor covers.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I know cost and budget has a great influence on any job or any task, but
We do offer financing for people as well. So if it's something where they can't afford their dream, but they really, really want it, we partner with a number of different places to get them financing. So that's something that we offer as well.
Yes.
So you can get the dream if you can't afford it right off the bat. Yeah.
well, floor covering is like I say, it's not unique. Every house, every building you go in, you're going to have floor covering.
Right.
Yep.
Just like wall painting. You know, the easiest way to change a room is to paint it.
Right.
And now we can put a new floor in it and you got a new room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So what are people leaning to as far as colors these days?
I think people are going more towards the warmer colors now. I think it was a cool tone. The styles and trends were cool for a while, and we are just circling right back to warm, classic colors.
What are warm classic colors? Give me a few. Can you?
Yeah, like your provincial stain for sand and finish with hardwood.
Right.
So just like your warmer browns, light.
Special walnut.
Yeah, walnuts come back too. I'd say.
You know, you say come back. And that's something that being in the industry, remodeling and home improvement industry for 55 years,
Oh.
I've seen, it's like white cabinets. Well, white cabinets are in, white cabinets are out. White cabinets will be in till the day we all die.
But is it a cool white or a warm white?
I don't know. You pick it, but it's white. But it's white. And they've been around, they go, they come, they go, they come. But white, even today, I'll go in kitchens, we're going to paint them. What color? We're going to paint them white. And like white will never go away.
That's true.
Never.
Yep.
Not in cabinetry. It's been here. It started with white. If you go back in time, they were painted in metal. Some of the earliest kitchen cabinets, believe it or not, were metal.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, porcelain it coated, when I say porcelain, they were, hard surface, white, painted cabinets. But anyway, and now we've got hardwood. Say, well, they went out. Now they're coming back. They'll never go away.
They're never going to go out
It's
of
part
style.
of the
They're
history of this
classics.
country.
Yeah.
Hardwoods are classic. They, But now I'm gonna throw something out here that we need to caution. If you're in the market for a hardwood floor, and you want to do a wood floor, I will highly. Let me think of my wording here. Discourage you in picking a wide plank because they will cup. You want to comment on that a little bit?
It is a real thing. It is a real thing. It's very important. I think that's one of the big reasons why engineered hardwoods have really.
Now, explain to them what engineered hardwoods are.
So, and there's traditional hardwood, which is cut directly from the tree.
It's a
so
3/4 by.
It's a full piece of wood.
Inch. It's a 3/4 inch piece of oak or walnut or maple or whatever.
And then your engineered products are still wood products, but the solid pieces on the top, it's a much thinner veneer that's on the top, and most of those have an aluminum oxide coating for protection. And then you have it almost looks like a plywood substrate underneath for dimensional stability. So
right,
yeah,
but there's the durability in there.
Yes, they're very, very durable. Those aluminum oxide coatings are really protectant when it comes to pets and things of that nature.
But going back to the wide planks typically, I don't care. Well, if you're putting a plank floor, typically it's going to be on a wooden floor system with a crawl space or a basement. If your basement has moisture issues of any kind and you put a wide plank flooring in there, it's going to cup.
You're absolutely right.
And there ain't no maybe about it.
Yeah,
it will cup. It's called nature. It's the nature of wood to cup with any moisture. I can walk in a house and look at the floor if it's hardwood and tell you if there's any issues with moisture immediately.
Because of the.
Yeah, you can tell the way it's laying, right?
Yes, you absolutely can.
And then I've walked in houses before and said, you got a crawl space issue. They'd look at me and say, well, how do you know that?
You can tell.
That floor right there.
Yep.
And then one lady, I not only said, you got problems, I said, you need to run, not walk from this house because she's wanting to buy it. And I told her, went and saw the floors in the house and told her, don't walk, run from this house. Why? There's water in the crawl space. And they looked at me and says, a realtor looked at me and said, how do you know that? I says, this is the lowest house in the neighborhood to the water.
It's all
flows down.
All the water's running downhill in this neighborhood to this lot.
Yep.
Let's go look in the crawl space. I opened the door and the water was evident. I said, there you go. He said, and you knew that. It's written right there on the floor.
It's a super issue.
Yeah.
And that's experience. But as I sit here and talk about floors, wood floors will respond to moisture. So if you have a moisture-ridden or moisture issue in your crawl space or basement, you're going to have floor problems.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
I totally agree with you. Yeah. I think a lot of people too, with the newer construction homes, right? You're on a concrete slab. And I think a lot of people have said, well, why can't I have wood? And that's why engineered hardwoods are a big thing.
And that's where I was going next, because on slabs now you can have wood.
You can have it.
You can have everything, anything and everything you want.
That's right.
The products out there,
it's ready
there
for you.
there are products that are available to you that give you all the look and wood you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Even in the engineered hardwoods now, is the selection of species vast?
Oh, yes, I've been impressed with that, and I love it because I feel like just because you're having to use an engineered product because you're on a slab doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to pick a species like hickory, which is gorgeous, or walnut, or any of those exquisite woods as well. We offer in an engineered product. I mean, you can get a Brazilian cherry looking engineered floor. So I think regardless of your substrate, you're able to get exactly what you want and need. So,
right.
And we'll lean you towards what's the best option for your space.
I got you.
Yeah.
Who makes the decisions?
The client makes the decisions every time.
No, you got a man and a woman typically.
Oh,
typically.
Yes. I will say that probably about 85% of the time, it's the woman in the home that's making the choice. Yeah.
I told you. Women run the planet. They do.
They definitely know who's on their floors, that's for sure, and who's what's happening in the home, and that's
now, I'm
usually.
not saying men aren't attentive; they are, but women, they rule the planet. Therefore, what you going to do about it? You know, I'm serious. If y'all run it, then let's see. That's why I'm going after women. If you gave me 10 women and 10 men to build a house, who would I pick?
The women.
Every time. Although I hope they know how to yield tools. You know, you can do anything, if you know have the right equipment. It takes tools and a tape measure. Then all the rest of the tools.
And someone who cares to show them how to use the tools.
Exactly. Well, you got it. That's what it's all about. You know, if you don't know, like I said the other night, 4 of those men never operated a power saw.
Right. So you have to show them.
Yeah.
Teach them.
So that they can turn around and teach someone else.
People.
That's right. We got to pass it on. Floor covering, same thing. Yeah. Are any of your children interested in what you do?
My daughter, Emily, is very interested in design and interior design, and the kids love coming to work with me. So anytime I get an opportunity to bring them in, they just love it. They absolutely love it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I'm glad to hear you sharing that.
Yeah, she does. She puts them.
Well, how about yours, Carol? Did your kids coming up ever go to work with you or have any interest in what you were doing?
Yes. My daughter's actually does very well with the whole design and running a business, because I ran a business for many years raising the kids.
What'd you run? Can I ask?
It was a flooring company, contracting flooring company, tile contracting flooring company.
So you've been in floors quite, and you did tops with Harkey,
right?
And now you're in. I didn't realize y'all did countertops.
We do. We do offer it. Yeah. Stone.
That's awesome. You know, because that is big now.
Yeah.
What's amazing is I go in kitchens now and they're tearing out the corian and the solid surface materials and putting more in. More rock. I call it rock. You know. But now the composites are coming on strong, the quartzites and all that other stuff. Did y'all do much of that at Harkey? The quartz and all the other.
The quartz countertops is a very large part of Harkey's business. The countertops.
That's why I was asking, because it started with granite. The big. It's just like LVP. Well, there was a time where granite was unheard of back in the day, and then when it transitioned and went to corian, then fountainhead, then several others that came on the market.
Well, quartz is a big is a big piece of the puzzle pie for countertops. But natural stone is still a huge, granite, of course, but quartzite is a natural product that's right up there with your granites in performance as a natural,
well,
stone.
What's beautiful about the composites in quartzite is the sanitary aspect of it. There's certain tops that are approved for restaurants and food service, and that's one of them.
Quartz. Yeah. Now quartzite.
Well, that too.
Yeah. No. Quartzite.
Well, that's why
quartzite and granite and marble are in the same egg. Where quartz.
Marble. Yeah. Marble's. Why would you put marble in your kitchen?
Well,
because it's beautiful.
Well, if you live in Italy, you're going to put it in your kitchen. It's going to be there for 200 years.
Yeah, but people get tired of it and change it. That's what I'm getting at right there.
Okay.
Marble.
Okay.
Marble's beautiful, but it'll stain. It's absorbent. Am I right or not?
Yeah, you saw you cook there yesterday. Yep.
Porous. It's porous.
Yes.
And soapstone. There's another one.
Yeah, it's
Why
beautiful.
would anybody put that in the kitchen?
Yeah.
I walked in the kitchen one time, there was sheet plastic over all the countertops. I said, ma'am, can I ask why you got plastic? Because this soapstone's so absorbent.
It is. It is.
Then why'd you put it in there?
So.
Because it's beautiful.
So knowing your materials and products for this.
That's kind of why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you pick and pay for whatever you want to. It's your checkbook. You live there. I'm just visiting. But welcome to Ray's World. I'm going to tell you about it. That's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we should do. But we got to take a break right now. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you about a short version of scamming that happened to me this week. And then I'm going to end it up, and we'll end it up with Floor Coverings International right after these messages.
Show, go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Owens Chimney Systems is known for all professional chimney services since 1989, including chimney cleaning, recommended annually, chimney evaluations and inspections, any and all chimney repairs and restorations, gas fireplace and gas fire log service, furnace cleaning, cleaning out one of the most overlooked appliances in the home. Get it done right the first time. That's Owens Chimney Systems at 704-554-9595. Or you can visit us online at owenschimneysystems.com.
Go outside and take a look at your home. Are the gutters doing their job? The number one enemy to your home is water. Most homes are built with small, inadequate gutters and small downspouts. ABS Insulating has a division of the company that does nothing but gutter services. All gutter services: cleaning, maintaining, repair, new downspouts, replacement, and new gutters with many types available. They're a leader when it comes to gutter protection. Call ABS Insulating today, 704-821-4343 or absinsulating.com.
Steve Helms here with the Al Metal Driving Corporation. The Al Metal Driving Corporation is a full-service driving company. Regardless of the problem, we can handle it. Does your clothes dryer take longer than 45 to 50 minutes to dry a load? If so, you need your dryer vent cleaned or checked. The clothes dryer is the most inefficient appliance in the house and should never take longer than 45 to 50 minutes. Call Al Metal Dryer Vent today at 704-846-8368 or online at almetaldryervent.com. That's 704-846-VENT. Have you cleaned your dryer vent lately?
Hi, I'm Sam Attero of AteroMedia.com. Someone asked me once what I love the most about my 30-year-long career as a media producer and educator. The fact that not only do I get to create for a living every day, but then I get to teach and help others to use the content and gear systems that I've built for them themselves. You need professional live event video production or streaming services? You're in great hands with our family business. All 5-star Google reviews. That's ETTARO media.com.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. I promised you a little story. On Monday evening, I was going to a board meeting of Put Tools in Schools, and I got a phone call. A phone call that the person on the other line says, "Is this John Raymond Terry?" And that's my name, by the way. I said, "Yes, it is." "Well, Mr. Terry, this is Sergeant Cooper with the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Department, and there are 2 warrants out on you." And he said, "If you'll pull over and write them down, it's something you need." Okay. And in order for us to, now I'm not going to tell you the whole story because we're going to do a show about this coming up because it really blew me apart. And it's my fault because I bit that hook, line and sinker, and started running with it. Well, I was on my way to a board meeting and they put me on hold and kept me on the line for 3.5, almost 4 hours.
Whoa.
Until I dumped $2,000 into a kiosk to get my penalty lifted. And there's more to this story, folks, but I got scammed for $2,000. If someone calls you on the phone and says you didn't show up for court, whatever it might be, hang up. Don't let fear attack your emotions to where you do something stupid like I did.
Wow.
And if I would have listened and not been reactionary, which is totally against my nature, but yet they attacked my emotions. And folks, these people, these scammers are good. No, better yet, they're great at what they do. Mm-hmm. They've got it down. And stay tuned up in coming shows because we're going to do a show. Scamming has at an all-time high. This toll scam, there's being texting people, and right now,
I've gotten quite a few.
If you're being texted on your phone about a toll you haven't paid, it's a scam. Get rid of it. Delete it. Mm-hmm. On that note, I bit that one too. Ooh. I tried to pay it. 4 credit cards. I'm an idiot. I had to cancel every credit card I had.
Wow.
And get new ones. It's a scam.
Okay, but you're done being scammed.
I would like to think so before it ever happened. That's how come I call myself an idiot, because I know better. I've been scammed before. You would think I would have learned. They attack your emotions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a good, upstanding citizen, and he told me up front, I checked your warrant arrest record and you have no priors. I said, I know that. They have it down. I'm telling you, these people, these scammers, thieves are good at what they do.
I think we need to get better. We need to turn it around on them.
If I knew how, I would.
Yeah.
And I would love to.
I would too.
But I've got to make my $2,000 loss count. So therefore, I'm going to get a show together with some people that in law enforcement, in the legal realm, as well as people that will share their stories as well. Because after it happened to me, I've had 4, 5, 6 conversations with other people. And last night, a constituent of mine got scammed by a roofing company.
Oh.
It's rampant right now, folks. Do not believe anyone calling you on the phone, be it the IRS, be it government, be it somebody from law enforcement. They do not do that. How do I know that? I called the sheriff's department, told the lady what happened. She says, "Sir, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've been scammed."
Wow.
So beware. It's rampant. People are getting money every way they can right now, and lying seems to be a very popular methodology. So don't bite the hook, as I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry to say.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got more to share, but it's going to come up in another show because it's bad. It's reached I share with Richton. His father's been scammed. Many people are getting scammed now, and they're getting your money. Got mine, and I didn't have the $2,000 to lose. Believe me, but it's gone. Stress me out beyond words. And I'll tell you the rest of this story probably the first Saturday of April. That's what we're shooting for. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll give you a heads up on it. But anyway, that's it. So, all right, that's all I'm going to tell you about today because it's all I have time for. But it was 4 hours long, folks. If I tell you the whole story, you won't believe it. But it's all stupidity. If I would have just sat down and listened to my friends, the people who cared about me, I would have never done this. Hard-headed, stupid man reacting. That's what it was. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know? You know, don't you? Come on, ladies. Y'all laugh. See, got to make light of it. You know, you got to. No question about it. So anyway, but we'll have a show about it. All right, Floor Coverings International. I want to thank both of you ladies for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
And we will see. You said that you're going to attend Put Tools in Schools event.
I'll be there.
Which I'm looking forward to as well.
22nd.
Next Saturday, Queen City Home Store in studio, Roddy Player and crew, if he brings them, talking about the new name change, new brand change with Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliance, now Queen City Home Store. And as you heard on the intro, they've got many locations now, and he only mentioned a few. They're all over North and South Carolina in various cities now. And we'll bring all that news to you next week as well. Roddy Player, CEO of Queen City Home Store.
Right.
Family owned and operated since the year I was born, 1952.
Yeah, we love Roddy.
Yeah, very, very, there's your industry that's really, really given so much back in this community. To industry, to the people, to the community, in every way, shape, or form. They're just a great family, the Players are. I love them. They've been very supportive about your house, supportive of the industry, NARI. Been a great asset, really have. And good people. Great company to buy appliances from. I do installations for kitchen vents, vent hoods, downdrafts, whatever. And that's what I love to do. That's when I'm my happiest at the end of a day of putting a vent in or something. And that's what we need to give our kids. You know what tools do to all of us? It empowers you. It gives you strength beyond. It's true freedom. When you can use your own mind, your own hands and skills to fix something, create something, make it. That's freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
I would.
Absolutely.
You know, man, the feeling is exhilarating. And we can give that to our children. Just show them how. Show them the way. All right. How do they get in touch with y'all? Once again, how do they get in touch with you?
They can go to our website or Google Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte. They can go to our Instagram and message us, or they can just call our main office at 704-845-3567.
You a member of NARI yet?
Yeah, we have been.
Y'all have been? I know you were way back when. But people come and people go.
Oh, we're NARI members.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Well, I knew you'd be involved, Carol. Carol Gladieux, did I say that right?
You did.
Has been a very, and I'm going to give you a little kudos right here. She's very active. And here's a lady that really is an ambassador. That's what you are. Do you know that? You're an ambassador for the industry.
Really?
Yep. Not only in floor coverings, but every other way too. Heck, you go to NKBA meetings, you go to IDS meetings, you go to NARI meetings. You're all over the place. Like I said, you're an ambassador. Well, ladies, it was excellent y'all being here today. I thank you.
We're honored to be here, Ray.
Yes, thank you so much.
Great information, and I really thank you. If it's floor coverings, wall coverings, kitchen countertops, call them anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Floor Coverings International, Southeast
Charlotte.
Southeast Charlotte.
Yes.
You're east. You're not southeast. But anyway, I'm just But folks, go out and make it a great week. Find you a child, a mentor. Find the elderly around you. Hey, get out and meet your neighbors. That's another problem we got. We're not talking to each other. Love and happiness, it takes communication.
Right.
Doesn't it?
I like that. Talking to each other.
You got to talk. We don't talk enough. We really don't.
No,
That's another dying art. It's called talking, dialogue. It's amazing. Go make it happen. Folks,
Thanks, Ray.
We love you all. Have a great week. We'll see you back here, Queen City Home Store, Roddy Player in studio. We'll talk to you then.